Today's episode is brought to you by our good friend and sponsor Brian Miller over at United Real Estate Chicago, the only realtor Mike and I trust when buying or selling a home. Links are in the description below.
Are you thinking about buying or selling a home? Or maybe you just have questions about the real estate market? Hi, I'm Brian Miller, and I'm a licensed real estate professional serving the Chicagoland area. People know to call me when they need a problem solved. Through research, troubleshooting, and asking the right questions, there isn't an issue that we can't overcome together. If you're buying, I'll help you find the home that fits your wants and needs. If you're ready to sell, my goal is to get your home in front of the masses and do everything it takes to net you the most money. Since entering the industry in 2014, I've experienced navigating various types of markets, as well as assisting clients with short sales, probates, and selling homes that have been sitting on the market. In other words, if you want to work with an award-winning real estate agent, make the process as easy and stress-free as possible, you've come to the right place. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm Brian Miller, and I can't wait to connect with you.
All over my face, Joey. I'm kidding. Welcome to IMO with J&M. Jonathan, let me unmute you first, and then how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, the C4 money shot. How was it?
That was man, I feel energized now.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. How you doing, man?
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
Do you want a C4 energy?
No, I'm all right. I told you this guy doesn't drink. He drinks energy drinks and cherry coke.
No,
that's all he drinks.
I saved it purposely so I can open it and have it as the opener. That's all.
We have
You could have did that with one of these.
I already opened it.
And there's plenty.
I already opened it. Oh. Anyways, since you don't want to answer my question, or do you?
What was your question?
I've only been asking you the same fucking question for the last 4 years.
When I said I'm fine.
Oh, you're fine?
How are you? That surgery
surviving.
was a success, right?
Oh, fuck
you
my
know,
life.
for the past like 6-7 years, all I've heard from you is
sound like a fucking an engine trying to turn over.
And it's gone now.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Oh, wait.
There's a little dangly thing in the back of your throat.
I'm telling you, a little dangly thing, yeah.
Penis in the back of his throat.
I just got extra long things everywhere on
He's
my
jealous.
body.
Well,
Stop it.
yeah.
Stop
You
it.
know? But yeah, it's getting better. Another week, I probably won't even feel that surgery anymore, hopefully. That was the worst experience of my life, just FYI. Like, I don't wish that on anybody. That's terrible. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
We have a very special guest today. One of them's been here a few times, unfortunately. The other one's here for the first time.
Popping his cherry.
I'll let them introduce themselves. Whoever wants to go first.
Metaphorically
Ladies
speaking.
first. Oh, okay. Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Yeah, well, I'm Joey. I've been on the show before. Long-time listener, big-time fan. Love you guys. I also want to thank you guys, though, for allowing me to bring my son with me on the podcast.
God
So
damn.
my sweet, special little Daniel.
I'm telling you, this guy's making me nervous.
Yeah.
I'm getting scared right now.
Hey, don't get nervous. I love you.
Well, I'm Danny.
Yo soy papa.
You're a douchebag.
Where'd you get that
Long-time
from, man?
teammate of Flacco's and teammate to the white boy. You know, we keep him around to talk to the cops and the refs.
Yeah.
That's about it.
when we need to apply for funding, you know, those things.
We got good credit. Look, we got Joey.
Yeah, I mean, like Danny said, me and Danny have been playing basketball for fucking years now. At one point, I think we both had hair at one point.
Yeah, we did.
Believe it or not,
Yeah.
when we were playing. And now he's still in fucking great shape, staying in shape.
Yeah, he is.
MMA fighter, the whole 9 yards.
Just ask Joey's mom.
Oh,
see,
God, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
We can't even get through intros without these two.
I'm surprised we got this long without him.
He makes it so easy. He's just like her.
Fucking bitch.
Joey, you were on the news recently, weren't you?
Yeah,
You were spotted.
I was.
We got Ace Ventura in the building.
Yeah. I was on the news. Doing my job thing, saving animals.
Is that what you do?
Saving lives.
Why,
Baby.
why were you dressed like a cop?
What do you mean? That's my uniform.
Oh, so they dress you like cops?
I mean, we do I got to handle like cruelty cases and stuff like that. I mean, it's
Like I think I saw you with like a bulletproof vest.
yeah.
It's legit. People shoot. It's Chicago.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Do you not know what city we?
I thought you were scared of like claws of cats. And
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Right.
Actually, you know what? That's 100% accurate. Oh, stupid me. I didn't even realize the bullets. It was all for cat claws.
Just making sure.
Fucking guy.
So I'm gonna tell you guys a story real quick about Joey. So anybody who knows Joey, if he's in a group text, no matter how many he's in, he responds. He responds right away. Okay,
Try to.
One of those.
Yeah, he's one of those. Like, hey, if I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it. If I'm not gonna make it, I'm gonna tell you why. So, anyways, we play basketball every Thursdays, and I forgot why. It might have been a basketball game, but it was Thursday. It was one of those things. Joey's like, hey, I can't make it, man. I got a last minute call. I got to go to work. One of our informants gave us a tip, and I got to go do this thing.
Informant.
Exactly. That was my thought. Exactly. I'm like,
You know what?
Informant. Like,
I
bro,
can't talk about
They
my
got
job.
more than 12 cats next
So-
door. Something's got to be done immediately.
So I
Who's
can't-
your informant?
I can't-
McGriff?
Listen.
McGriff the dog?
So I can't talk about my job because of legal obligations.
Kermit?
But yes, I mean,
Kermit the Frog is your
I don't
informant?
think you guys know exactly what I do.
Hey, what was that episode?
Like,
What
I
was
feel
that
like-
episode?
Miss Piggy House?
What was that episode of Family Guy where fucking Brian and Stewie are getting information from Kermit the Frog? Wow. And he's like, his name is like
God.
Deep Throat or some shit.
Is that your contact?
Listen, man. Like I said, if I could tell you guys some shit, you'd be pretty.
They got
pretty
informants, man. It's
amazed.
just
Yeah.
legit. It's legit.
But I can't even.
It's legit. We
But
got
I'm not supposed to
informants.
talk about my job, so can we move on?
At what point does
I could literally
this
get in trouble.
stuff become declassified to where you can talk about it?
Oh, once it's over.
Can I file with
Yeah,
the government for the
But the thing
program?
is,
to
when you
FOIA? Can I apply FOIA for
yeah,
this?
I mean, not for something like that, but sure.
Oh my goodness.
No, but I mean, like realistically, you can't. Yeah, we're not supposed to talk about it.
No, I get it.
About our job. So that's why I can't tell you exactly what I
Serious
do
stuff
or
over here,
what
man.
city I work for, but
I don't
put two
know.
and two together.
I could totally see him reacting like Kermit the Frog in that episode. You ever seen that one?
No.
So then like Stewie and Brian, they go to him and they say, Kermit the Frog. He's in the shadow. He's like, Kermit the Frog? He's like, oh, somebody talk. No one is safe. I'm getting out of here. Yay! And he runs away or whatever. Anyways.
Wow.
Sorry. I don't know why I brought that up. But anyways. So you were on the news because of the cats, right? Or it was not cats.
Motherfucker,
It was,
just don't let it go, dude.
but it was on the news. We could talk about what was on the news, right?
Maybe it was on the news. Maybe it wasn't.
We don't know. That was even him.
Yeah, how do you even know it was me? No, it was me. It was,
Wow.
But it was a report, right?
But it's
We
okay
saw
for
the
him to
report.
put it all over his face.
It was
Yeah.
just
Fucking
a,
tag
um,
himself.
It was
Like,
just
I don't want to know what you do in your job. I just want to know what
So-
happened in that occasion because it was on. It has to be public, right? It's public already.
some of it. But long story short, a bad person owned a lot of animals and had given false pretenses as to what that person was doing with said animals. And
There's your false pretense right
there
there.
you go. Once it's all done, we could discuss that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you save animals. That's awesome. That's pretty cool.
Oh no, it's awesome.
Wasn't that the
Shit.
what was the story you told us last year? The last time that you saved like a bald eagle or some shit.
I did. That was also
Oh
on
yeah, I
the news.
remember that. I saw that. I
That was
saw
also on
that.
the
That was
news.
cool.
Yep,
That's cool.
I mean, yeah, I love my job. I like animals better than people. Anyone who knows me knows that.
Damn.
Yeah, no, definitely. If
feel like
somebody's
there's a
hanging off of
story
a
there.
cliff and there's a dog hanging off a cliff, I'm gonna save the dog.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. People suck.
That says a
right?
lot.
Can we agree on
That
that?
says a
Can
lot.
we agree
That says a
people
lot.
suck? Okay, let me ask you a question. How many times have you been fucked over by a person?
It's not
Okay.
fair.
A ton, right? Okay.
It's not-
Now, how many
it's
times have you
not-
been fucked over by an animal?
I
I don't
I've
wanna
been-
know,
I've been
Joey.
bitten by a dog.
Okay, so no, that's fair. So one dog out of how many people?
I have countless cats that scratch the shit out of me.
Okay, more than people that have fucked you over?
No.
Okay, that's my point exactly.
But I also benefit.
Animals are
hold
better,
on.
bro. Let
I
it go.
also- hold
Animals
on.
are better.
Yeah,
I
you're not
also-
gonna win this argument.
I also benefit a lot more from humans than I do from animals.
Okay, but realistically,
Animals don't build buildings or write books.
Okay, but
Animals
think-
can't tell
think-
later.
Okay, but think. Okay, but think Thanos mentality, right? Half the population's gone. You don't think the world's a better place? think
This
about
is
it.
going to some other stuff,
I
bro.
mean,
This is going into some other.
You don't really
No,
want to
but
hear
think
my
about it.
answer.
This is how Hitler started.
No, but think about it. Realistically,
cat.
if you were to get rid of half the people on the earth, do you think the earth would be in better shape?
What color are these people?
Oh my god!
Which,
I mean, I wish you could pick good people and then just like be like, you know what, I'm going to eliminate the shitty people. That would be great. But no, realistically, think about it. If you had that
So you're
option,
gonna get rid of all the Puerto Ricans? What you're telling me?
No,
that's like one little
Please
island
Wow,
please don't.
we're insignificant.
and like half of New York.
Wow, that's great.
Yo, tú sabes, Bobby.
Yo, tú sabes.
Yo, I don't know who's worse, him or Kristen.
You,
One of
I
the two.
know. No, Chris is worse.
Chris is worse. Yeah.
Wow.
That's Danny. So you've been.
I'm a dad.
You're a dad.
Dad. I'm married. I'm a husband. I'm a dad.
there you go.
And
Some new shit over here.
you've
Two of us.
been in a.
I was at that wedding. He really is.
Shut up,
married.
Joey. I'm talking.
I was
I'm
there.
gonna turn off Joey's mic,
Please.
So you've been working at the body shop for a long time, right?
Oh yeah.
How's the business going for you right now, man?
It's a little rough. It's a little rough, man. I was shit. Man, that's a long story.
Let's not get emotional and cry.
That's a long
But
story.
if you need a moment, I got you.
No, that's a long story, bro. Just
if it's
born and
rough-
raised in that body shop. When as soon as I was old enough to work, me and my dad ran the shop, and I was his painter. Young son versus dad. We butted heads, and I was like, deuces, I'm gone. So I spent like my adult career from like 16 to maybe 22, 23 at other shops, running other shops, learning the business. It was tough, because those years I probably needed my dad a lot. And it's just, he kind of hated me. He kind of resented me for leaving him. But it was the best thing I could have done, man. I learned the business in and out. And then I think it was like in 06, he found out he had prostate cancer. And it was kind of one of those things, we didn't think he was going to make it out. And it was like, you could take it over or, we're just going to sell it, So I took it over. I took it over with all the debt and all the other stuff. And, haven't looked back ever since. We've been doing good. I would say this past year was really good because I got to actually take time off and get ready for the wedding and spend time with the kids. But this year has been tough, man. This first quarter was really tough. Let go to my painter.
There was no snow. That's why.
It's
We
been
had
2
no
years in
snow.
a row.
We had
2
no
years in a
snow.
row. We really
That's
didn't have
why.
snow.
That's exactly why.
Bro, you
We didn't have snow.
I got a question. If your dad didn't own a body shop, right? Would cars still have been something you went into?
Probably not.
No.
Probably not.
What do you think? What do you think your thing would have been?
I don't know. It definitely would have been a trade. I might have gone in the military.
Elotes.
Oh, I still serve elotes. I still serve elotes.
I do it.
I still serve
I do it.
elotes. But I don't know. Yeah, it definitely would have been a trade. I mean, I definitely knew I didn't want to go to school. But I don't know. But I basically just did it to impress my dad. I became a good painter, just kind of get his approval. And at the time, it never came. And now, me and my dad are in a great place. Like we're in a great place. Like right now, he tells me all the shit he should have told me back then. But I'm glad he didn't. Because it drove me to be the best I could.
I wonder if it's a
Better late than never.
Oh yeah, I mean the good thing is that we actually had time to
I wonder if it's like a Hispanic thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I feel like me and my father had a really rough relationship when I was younger. And until like we stopped living together and all of that was when we established a better relationship. I think being together, kind of like you bump heads really hard with him.
Well, I just think you got to look back at like the way they grew up.
Agreed.
And back in those days, everything was hard. Being a man, you had to be tough. You couldn't really be like shit. Nowadays, man, come on, you could open up about
like
anything.
Joey.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about this the other day.
Serious moment, these motherfuckers.
I got some pink LeBrons. All right. And I wore them the other day at the gym, and we were talking about like, man, Back in the day, we were going to school. You couldn't wear those.
No.
You couldn't wear those.
God, no.
You couldn't wear those. Now everybody wears pink, and it's cool. This is not a problem.
Like Flacco's
but I mean,
pussy.
back in the day, you just couldn't. You wouldn't wear them just to avoid a conflict. Just to avoid.
It's like how these kids wear their shorts now.
Well, yeah,
Like,
that's it. You couldn't do that.
You couldn't do that shit.
Couldn't do that.
Hey,
You couldn't do
he's
that.
right here.
Fuck you. It's called sit down, bitch.
Wow, bro. What?
Hey, hold on.
They're pretty high up the thigh.
Fair warning. John doesn't react very well to the word bitch.
Bro,
Oh, yeah,
like,
I almost.
I'm just saying he almost beat me up one time I called him a bitch.
I would love.
I mean-
can you do it?
Ooh.
Just say it again.
No, call him. Nah, I'm all right, bro. I know my battles.
just make sure I get out of the way. John.
I'm not gonna
Just make sure I get out of the
pick
way.
that battle.
Well, that kind of. Well,
take
see,
him, I'll take
bitch,
him.
bitch is a term of endearment.
Oh,
I feel
is
like
it?
between like good friends. So
It is.
Bro, like I've seen, like we all, you know, Red. You know,
Oh,
Red.
yeah.
You don't know Red. But Red's just like one of the sweetest guys you ever meet. Really calm, kind of like you, just chill. Don't mess with anybody. Soft spoken guy. I saw him ready to kill some kid because the kid called him a bitch in the middle of a game.
Really?
Yes.
That seems
like
weird.
Red just blew up, but the kid like let it slip. Like, oh, you bitches and that. And Red was
That's how he tells me because I'm like.
I think that's a different tone though. Like if you're getting heated and you're like, oh, you're a bitch. Like then I think
Yeah, we were playing basketball and he was beating me, so I was already probably kind of mad.
Right,
And
so,
then he came,
right.
Oh, you're a bitch. You're
like, yeah,
I
that's just.
don't even remember doing that.
Yeah, but that's like push it. Like you're already poking the bear. Like he's already like, okay, I'm already a little
I
angry.
mean, I really don't remember.
Unless you like already know you're a bitch, like, you know, like my bitch over here.
I know he's not talking. I know he's not talking.
Just the way he rubbed the back of your head there.
Oh, they
Hey.
rubbed a lot of things with each
He
other.
loves it.
You
He
can't
loves
be
it. He loves
4'8" and own anybody. No.
So let's jump into our first topic today. Hey, so the number one women's draft pick. What do we think about her in reality?
I think she's a man. She looks like a man.
Really?
She looks like a
Really? You
man.
think Kaylee Clark looks like a man?
Yes.
I don't think she's.
That nose.
I don't think she's very.
She looks like
I don't
her
think
dad.
She's very attractive.
Hold on,
I agree.
hold on.
You
I
gotta
will
agree with that. She's not very attractive.
Hold on, wait. I think she actually looked okay in that one dress-up picture that they released of her recently. There's like a recent picture of her that she's like in a dress. She looked all right. I was like, okay, girl, I see
That's
you.
a lot
No.
of CGI.
Yeah.
That's a lot of green
that's
screen.
No, I'm with Dan. As much as I hate to agree with Danny, yeah,
She
no,
could hoop.
she.
She could hoop.
Yeah, but she definitely looks like a dude.
In what way? Yeah, I had to grab another one.
Okay, can I have one? Okay.
I mean, I would say like,
Whatever,
I think
whatever.
Angel Reese is pretty fucking hot.
I'm not into black girls. So it's not
I
my
think
thing. Sorry.
I think
You're
she
on
was
your own
good.
on that one, buddy.
You know what? Like I was talking to Brian the other day. Thank you. Yeah, Angel Reese. No, I don't know. Something about her. I just don't.
I was kind of upset when we got her
Why?
yeah, me too.
because I was telling him off camera. I'm like, I didn't like. Not that she's not talented. It's just like I hated her whole thing when her and Caitlin were kind of going at it the first time, and then she tried to play the whole race card and say, "Oh, but they yell at me because I'm black, and they don't yell at her because she's white." I'm like, you're one of those.
But do you blame her?
It
sells.
Yeah,
It
I know.
sells.
I know. It was
mean,
just, but to me, it's like a
I
cheap
mean,
ass excuse
I would,
to get.
I
to
would
get
argue
heat,
that's
and
what
I'm
got
like,
people into fucking. Let's be
let
real.
me ask you
okay?
this.
No, she was gonna stand out regardless, bro.
Do
Caitlin
you
Clark was
think?
gonna stand out
Well,
regardless.
do you think she stands out? What's her name? Reese.
Reese.
Do you think she stands out if she doesn't have that conflict with Clark?
That's a good question.
And that's what I'm saying.
That is a good
that's why
question.
it's and we're in an era where bad publicity is good. Any kind of publicity,
Right.
I mean, come on, let's look
Okay,
at
I can agree with that.
Let's look at Kim K.
Endorsements.
Let's look at Kim
Yeah.
K. Come on, this girl did
Dicks.
porn, and she's come on, bro. Like she's
number one.
Yeah,
That is true.
She's
Kim
gonna
K
run for
hasn't done a
president.
fucking thing.
She's
ever.
gonna run for the White House.
She fucked Ray J, and then it all
Yeah.
just went uphill somehow.
I'm just saying, it's just that's the era we live in.
that's true.
Conor McGregor. You know, I mean, come on, his mouth sells more than his fights. Like he really hasn't done anything in the octagon. It's just
That's a good point.
you know,
That's a
it's
good point.
Donald Trump.
I mean, yeah, everyone a big
we'll get
mouth.
into that one. We'll get into
Controversy sells, man. Controversy sells.
Do you think she's as good as she is? Because like I've been hearing a lot of like the WNBA
What
stars,
does
like
that
the
even
Talk about
mean?
Clark?
hold on, wait a minute, Clark. So like a lot of the current NBA stars are kind of criticizing her,
Or who?
right? Like
Who are the current stars? We don't.
Like, let's say Diana Taurasi, those girls.
A lot of those girls are waiting for.
Like, even the legends that have retired are kind of talking, saying
Right.
like, oh, they don't know what it's like to be in a WNBA game. And I'm like, because one of them was like, oh, she's gonna notice a big difference when she stops playing 18-year-old. And I'm like, but there isn't that big of a difference between the quality of game.
That's just about as ridiculous as when Brittany Griner walked into that arena, was like, "Oh, we would have blew the roof off here." No, the fuck you wouldn't.
In her
Nobody
deep-ass
was
voice.
Dude. Yeah, she got her wife pregnant.
That-
I'm assuming, dude, she's got to have a dick. Come on.
Wow.
Come on, she has to.
Dude.
What's the dick count at?
yeah, that's two.
Anyways, so the big debate right now, obviously. So do you think she's gonna live up?
I think she will. I think she will
Sir,
because
Oh yeah, she's a shooter. I mean, like, I don't think
So
she's
she's
gonna
nothing
forget how
like
to
you.
shoot.
Damn.
Okay, I gamed his ass though. Let's not
Oh
fucking
God,
forget that.
God, man,
I believe
What a
it.
fucking game.
I
One
believe
time,
it.
everybody, man, I
Danny
swear
got
to
it
you.
too. Danny
open
got
gyms
the,
don't count.
Did
Oh
you
my
get the
God.
sauce too, Danny? You got
Open
the sauce
gyms don't
too.
count.
Don't
We'll
fucking-
talk
open
about
gyms
we'll
don't
talk
count.
about how many times we busted fucking Joey's
Okay.
ass later.
Okay. No, but realistically, like, I do think she's going to be. Honestly, I will say this for the first time ever. I will say that the women's college basketball was actually better than the men's.
Oh, hands down.
Yeah, easy.
Hands
and
down.
I'm the first one to be like, yeah, no.
Hands down.
So I do think if there's any hope for the WNBA, it's got to be this draft class. And if they don't do it, then
No, it's never gonna happen.
Well, I think it's you said it right
I'm
there.
not saying they're gonna be
The
profitable.
WNBA is banking on it.
They might be.
They're counting on it. So like they're gonna make sure she sells, she makes it, and especially she's a shooter. We saw it a little bit in the tournament. She'll get calls. I mean, come on, the way that UConn game ended. I mean, it's just they're gonna help her as much as they can. Kind of like how
Flacco had a really controversial take on
Did I?
Caitlin Clark. Oh yeah, yeah. I
Which
think I
one?
remember.
Which part of it?
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
But
What-
you though,
About what?
say the controversial. Isn't it weird how Caitlin Clark?
Oh, is it interesting that the person who's gonna save women's basketball is a white girl in a black sport? I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting. But I'm gonna tell you real quick. I think hold on. I think the reason she's interesting is because she shines hella brighter than anybody else in college basketball.
Is it because she's
Right?
white?
Probably.
She shines because she's got
She's
translucent skin.
The light glistens
that.
off.
Oh, she's got a lot of glare. She is okay. So everyone's bitching about how much money she's making right now, right? But here's the thing. I think what she's going to do for the WNBA is going to be more important. She is going to be is it transitional player? Is that what they call it? Or
Transitional.
like like Michael Jordan was a.
I know what you're trying to say.
So what's the word?
Isn't it
Motherfucker.
transcendental?
like
No.
Joey's transitioning.
Transcendent.
Transcendent.
Transcendent. That's it. Transcendent.
Sure, whatever that word, player. She's going to be like the Michael Jordan of the WNBA, which I think can help drive the point that they want.
They're banking on that.
Right.
They're-
'Cause I
they're-
think
they're
she's
putting
the
their
first
money on
one.
it, yeah.
She's the first one in a long time that. Like, have you even looked at how much tickets are going right now to watch the
Yeah,
Sky?
they actually,
they're like in the
pricey.
thousands.
I
You can't
can
get
believe
tickets.
that.
Yeah,
It's
you can get
ridiculous.
tickets. You can get tickets.
So let's put it like this: she's literally the first player to come out with this much hype. She's like the LeBron James when LeBron James was coming into the league.
yeah. Agreed.
So the problem with the WNBA and their financial status is that they've never had players like that.
Yeah.
That have this much excitement. Like people actually want to go see it. Now you can say going forward, if they don't pay them, if they say, let's say they get a couple years, let's say 5-6 years making good money. Now I guess you can start to throw in, how come they're not making a little bit more? Okay, fine. But at least you have something behind it. But you can't say it like before her, you can't say anything.
Well, you got to say,
was no
it's
excitement.
not just that though, too. It's got to be profitable. So if
Agreed.
the WNBA becomes profitable for a few years, then yes, they deserve a raise.
The only people complaining about the salary are the same people that say, like, let's throw another 150 million at the illegal immigrant problem.
Yeah.
Let's house them, but just not in my neighborhood.
Yeah,
The Mexican guy said that.
The way they're going to make their money is through endorsements.
Exactly.
So you got to be really fucking good.
But I mean,
Realistically,
regardless of their salary, it's life changing for them.
Right.
Most of these WNBA players, I mean, it's been life changing for them. You know, they get to play the sport they love, and I mean, come on, they make a living.
I mean, let's be real. They're playing a sport and making $80,000.
Well,
I'll do that.
She's already made like $5 million.
No,
right?
but let's forget about
No,
the sponsorships. Let's
the
forget
other-
about those.
look,
Just her,
just the
salary.
other players, not necessarily Caitlin Clark.
Well, even
but
like
just look at the
Candace
other
Parker,
W-
she had some endorsement deals. I mean, she made a
Well,
good.
so does Sabrina. Sabrina's got Nike in the whole 9 yards.
Well,
She's
that's what
making
I'm
good
saying,
money.
though. So I mean, like there's profitability.
But then let's
in
think
a
about this.
specific
Let's
player.
think about this. Besides Danny, who else bought Sabrina shoes? he bought custom made Sabrina
I
shoes.
custom made a lot of those bitches. Those bitches are comfortable.
Hold on. I just mean that as a joke. But I mean, let's be real. So I'm not saying that Sabrina shouldn't have a shoe, but how successful is her shoe going to be? Like, where do you see her shoe?
Who's
Sabrina's?
Sabrina?
Yeah,
The Teenage Witch, dumbass.
she
Well,
plays. I
I
forgot
know
who
that
team she
one.
plays with.
The Liberty.
The Liberty. She plays with the Liberty.
See,
She has her own
to be- I'm
signature
not gonna
shoe.
lie, I didn't know that either.
Nike signed her for her own shoe. That's why we're talking about it.
How much they give her?
Probably a lot.
Way
Maybe not as much as Clark,
not
but
as much as Clark.
Like 10 grand?
poco güey.
I don't know.
No, mama's way. But my point is,
It's like a quarter of
you got to
her
think of it like this.
NBA salary.
Is Nike going to release, I don't know how long her contract was.
Wait, I got a real quick question. Are they? Do they come out? And this is a real question. Do they come out in men's
it's
too?
not.
I knew he was going there.
No. No, I'm serious though. Like, can you get them in men's sizes, or are they like women? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes, you can.
Yes.
How do you
Sure.
think Danny got them?
you really have a pair?
He has a bunch of them.
Wow. Like all my custom shoes are Sabrina's.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
Well,
red ones, the purple ones.
I always think of Kobe's, and then I think of him.
Well, they feel just like Kobe's.
Danny, you must be hitting it hard because you just leave him. He don't remember shit, bro.
The
When he walks out the house.
don't.
My point was, like, okay, you come out with let's say a Kobe Bryant shoe, right? You know that signing Kobe is an automatic year after year release and you're going to sell, right? I'm not saying Sabrina's not worthy of having a shoe because she probably is. She shoots really well. But how long can you sustain it when she's not selling? Because I don't see anyone really wearing her shoe. I see right now, the leagues right now is just Kobe's. Kobe's kind of the shoe.
She's going to be the next Marbury
Actually,
or
you
whatever.
do
Remember
see a
when
lot of her
Marbury-
shoe in the league.
She's going to end up
She
in
has what?
Payless.
A lot of the
Yeah.
players have her shoe.
Her shoe?
A lot of the players have her shoe.
Are they forcing them to wear?
They're custom. No, they're doing the same thing I did. Custom making them because they're on the Nike ID app. So you custom make your own, and I'm sorry, they feel just like Kobe 5s.
You got to get over the Kobe thing, bro.
They feel,
never
they
got
feel
it.
great.
I mean,
bro.
I love Kobe's too, but
I love them.
I know your knees are a little bit more healthier than mine, but
They feel great, bro.
I mean, Kobe's ain't good for your
They
knees.
feel great, bro. They feel great.
Speaking of which, I think she's going to do amazingly, and I think she's maybe crazy. She wins a championship like every year she's in the league. That'd be great.
Wait,
but
what were you talking
I think
Caitlin.
Clark.
But I think as far as
I might
Sabrina
get her
goes, I
jersey,
think
fuck
before Nike gave her her own shoe, they probably looked at like her jersey sales because she's been in the league for a while now. It's not like it's her first year and they
Who?
just
Sabrina?
Sabrina,
Oh,
and
Sabrina.
they gave her her shoe. You know, so I'm pretty sure Nike didn't just say like, oh, let's give her her shoe and see if it sells. You know, they had to base it off jersey sales or something.
Who else? What other female has shoes?
I don't-
Somebody look that up real quick.
I don't think there's any other ones that do.
No,
Not that I
nobody
know of.
else. There's got to be another one.
There's the
Roseanne?
Liz Cambridge.
I mean, they've
by
given
Converse.
they've given shoes to some
They're what?
fucking bums in the NBA.
Extra wide.
You know, they're going to be like, remember the Vans back in the day?
Man, I'm
Speaking
actually,
of which, the Devin Bookers are fucking hideous.
the ones that Brandon had yesterday.
They look good. Like I
No,
wear
they
them
don't look
casually.
good.
I wear them
Brandon,
casually.
I love you, buddy, but them shoes are fucking terrible.
I wouldn't
looking,
hoop in
bro.
them. I'm worried about his ankles.
Crap, they look like what you have on right now.
Casually,
Yeah.
casually,
Bro, have you
but
ever-
not to
look-
play ball.
So Devin Booker, right?
Devin Booker.
Devin Booker's gym shoe looks like these Dunks,
Pretty much.
but they're basketball
Basketball
shoes.
shoe?
But they're legit,
Yes.
high tech basketball shoes. They just have
I
that
wouldn't
old
say
Air
high-tech.
Force One kind of look, like low top Air Force Ones.
Nah.
Terrible.
Are
to
they
me.
comfortable?
I don't know. I haven't read too many good reviews on that shoe.
Average.
They're not like the Dadas, right?
Oh God,
Oh, man,
is-
dude.
Rubber Dadas?
I fucking love Dadas, dude.
Dadas.
Except for
Danny, you know that he's like a diehard Chris Webber fan, right?
No, yeah, I know.
I mean,
I got an interesting
dude,
stat for you
Dadas
guys.
were legit though.
what's your stat?
There was a lot of money on the Kings and the Laker game. A lot of money.
He,
a lot of money. on the
he
Lakers.
remembers that day very, very.
So definitely
deeply.
we got a lot of calls. I say we. I say we.
Yeah.
Laker Nation.
I was
Yeah,
a,
what are you,
I was a
French?
Laker fan at the time.
We got a lot of calls. We obviously got a calls, but they miss a lot of free throws.
That's true.
They left about 14 points on the free throw line. So, I mean, I'm sorry. As much as the ref have to do with that game, 14 free throws, man. 14 points at least. Might have been 16. Look up the stats.
You admit the refs had something to do with it.
Oh, the refs definitely had money on the game.
Oh, okay.
There's no secret.
Oh,
There's no secret. There's no secret.
And I remember when Karl Malone was known as the paper boy.
But I mean, we played in leagues where the refs are against us, the league's against us. At the end of the day, we play the game.
How does that happen, Michael? How are the refs against you? You talk a lot of shit.
I don't talk shit at all. You've never played basketball. Have you?
Frankie, Lonnie.
We've had leagues against us.
I remember, didn't Bruce ban Frankie?
Because he called him a monkey.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I remember Frankie got thrown out of a couple gyms. Like, nah, he can't play here no more.
Bro, Frankie. Hey, but Frankie had game, bro. Frankie
That's what I'm saying.
Back it up with.
And then, some guys, date the league owner's daughter for X amount of years. And, that's how it goes down, man.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, that's how it goes down,
She's going to be good. Unless they're complete assholes and they try to double team her all the time for the first 3, 4.
But they were doing that in
games.
college.
Well, actually, in that last game,
And
she
in
got
college, they could
stopped.
play
She got
zone.
stopped by one player.
Yeah.
She got locked down by that one player.
Who's her NBA comp? I know who I would say she is.
Steph
Obviously,
Curry.
there you go.
Steph Curry,
Easy.
100%.
Anyone disagree with that?
No. I would say she's Steph Curry like.
But again, you're judging her based off college players.
No, I know, but I'm saying
But
you had to comp her,
I wouldn't say the
her
talent.
style.
I wouldn't say the talent is as big of a gap.
Nobody's
Like
going to
the
be.
NBA.
Put it this way.
No, it isn't. First of all, who said that? Oh, she's not going to be playing against 18-year-olds.
It was some current basketball.
I think it was Tarasi.
it was some. It was
Women
Isn't
are
Taurasi
at
like
their-
87 years
yeah,
old?
she's like 40-something. She's like
Yeah,
40.
Tarasi's a killer. Though.
Yeah, she's still hoping.
She's a
She
killer,
ain't no
bro.
killer no more.
Didn't she go to the Russian league because she wasn't making money or some shit?
They all go to the. They all
Yeah,
go
but I mean,
overseas.
fuck her.
That was Brittany Griner, remember?
Brittany Griner got
Jail?
caught with weed.
No,
yes.
Brittany Griner was trying to fucking smoke with the Russians.
Yep.
And then we got her back.
She was trying to smoke.
The one that broke the law and then was
got my wife
illegally
pregnant.
imprisoned, wrongfully imprisoned for breaking the law.
She was wrongfully imprisoned.
So here's the
Hey,
thing.
to be fair, we only gave him some dude that is a global arms dealer, so
Yeah.
we win.
Didn't Nicolas Cage play him in
That's a really good movie. That's a really good movie. God of War.
God of War.
That's a really good movie.
All right,
So-
wait. One last question.
What's up?
He was still trying
If
to
you
answer the last
absolutely had to, would you bang Brittany Griner?
I mean, what are the...
It's like,
What are the
it's
circumstances
pretty much
here?
it's pretty much life or death. Okay.
So, I
is
die
it
if
like I'm hanging from a little branch and below me is a tiger and above me is Brittany Griner?
You either bang Brittany Griner or you're gonna have a 1-inch penis the rest of your life.
I'll take
I'm
the
doing
1-inch
it.
penis.
He said, I'm doing
Not
it.
bad. I got to do it.
She's gonna stick it in your butt. That's what she gonna do.
I was just picturing a porn, where the girl usually pulls down her pants, but it's the opposite, and her fucking clit just fucking pokes in the ass. This fucking just massive ball.
You actually might be able to give her head without bending down, bro. She's pretty
yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
Anyways,
She can baby bird me and just spit in my mouth.
she's nice. Leave her alone.
Yeah,
she's nice.
she big.
I'm kidding. I don't know.
What?
I don't know who she is.
Fucking hideous.
So yeah, here's the deal. Women, their athletic peak is early.
Is it?
Yeah, for the most part. It's fucking 19 years old. So whatever
No.
she's doing now, she should...
Really?
When do women peak?
That's a great question. I don't
Athletically.
know.
I think
It's a lot earlier than men.
I know
Look it up.
mentally they kind
Look
of
it up.
fucking.
I think that's something
they're
you should
faster than we are, but that's about it.
I don't think there's too many women at 30 years of age that are still playing and playing very well.
Diana Taurasi's still fucking playing.
Yeah, but
Candace
she's-
Parker
she's-
just retired.
How old is she?
She's like 38.
But these are the really great players.
And Candace was tall.
Yeah.
Candace was tall.
Oh, that fucking Cordoza girl.
What was I looking up?
Oh yeah, that's the other one we drafted.
She did not even jump the whole game. She was
doesn't
just
have to.
standing there.
She's fucking huge.
So I mean, watching the game just convinced me even more that there will never be a girl that's able to play in the NBA.
Oh yeah, no.
And I don't think they should be able to
Even
hoop with
compete.
eyelashes on.
Huh?
I think they should ban eyelashes.
Why is that?
Dude, they should
Fucking
ban eyelashes in general, man. That shit looks fucking gross.
Oh, that's kinda hot.
Cardoza and Reese.
Fucking girl there, fucking.
Okay, I have an answer.
Oh shit.
According to Google says usually somewhere between the ages of 20 and 30 years old
Okay.
to 10-year span.
That's a
Not too
pretty
far off,
fucking big window.
It says peak.
Yeah,
it says peak around 25 years old.
What's-
so
what-
in the middle of there?
What? All right. Look up the men.
No, but the men have a.
Just look it up, stupid.
Of course, that's what Joey wants to know.
No, I just want to see so we can compare. So we have
He
20
wants to make sure he gets a man in his peak performance.
we have 20 to 30, right?
That's. I mean, that's. I could have told you that.
It's
You
the
for
same- it's the
basketball
same thing.
players or
in there.
football
Is it
players,
us?
Joey?
Us, it said it's early 20s.
Men.
Man, early 20s.
I think that's way wrong.
I mean, they both kind of put them in the same ballpark, like in between 20 and 30, and then like in somewhere in there, it's either one, which makes sense. I mean, that's usually when both are going to be in their optimal because they all say it's like downhill after 30.
Even before then.
Even before then?
Even before.
Closer to the mic.
I'd say
Or pull it
peak
to-
is maybe 25, between 25 and 28.
Yeah.
Joey, I swear. Joey, come on. Behave, bro.
Dude, I was helping him adjust the mic, dude.
No one's gonna pay for that
Any more,
later.
ideas on how to make the WNBA a little bit more?
You know how I feel. 8-foot rims. Let's
8-foot
dunk.
rims?
That's
Let's
not going to
dunk.
fix anything, bro. That's not going to fix anything. Let me tell you why. I'm going to give you an example why.
Okay, just hold on. Let me paint this picture, okay?
All right.
Can you paint?
There's Angel Reese because I don't know many of the players, and she's coming down the court. Oh my
It's
god!
not Angel
Oh,
Reese.
oh, Caitlin
Yeah.
Clark's gonna take a charge.
Yeah.
Oh, Reese is gonna go. Yeah, ma. And Caitlin Clark goes
First of all,
slide.
even at 8 feet, I still think they would struggle.
Fine.
To
FYI.
dunk?
7
Really?
feet.
Yeah, I think at 8 feet, it wouldn't be as consistent as you probably
You talking
think
about
it would be. And-
What?
Joey probably got a little more athleticism than half of them, but sure.
Wow. Hey, hey.
Let me tell you why.
Hey.
Let me tell you why I think dunking isn't necessarily the answer. So I was so in Puerto Rico they started doing these videos, kind of how they
Oh,
do.
God.
Hold on, shut up.
It
you
always comes back to
fucking-
Puerto Rico with him.
So you know how in the States they have like these videos of people going, "Hey, ya tú sabes." Mira, so you know how in the
Yankee.
States, mira, shut up. Canto cabrón.
Okay, papi, okay.
Ya está bien. Listen, so you know how in the States we have these videos where people go around and play street basketball, right? They record it, blah, blah, blah. They just bunch of shit, right? So in Puerto Rico, they started doing the same shit. So these are like decent hoopers, right? Some of them got athleticism, but like it's all layups, right? But it's still exciting. So I don't think it's the fact that they can dunk because you can find exciting basketball where players don't dunk. The professor was exciting at one point. He never dunked.
I think you could try making the court smaller.
So athleticism is what you're saying.
So it's
is
a little
more-
bit faster
First
pace.
of all, we can't compare the two, right? We can't. The biggest problem is that we do compare the product, and that's unfair automatically, right? It's not no one's fault, right? Because they play the same sport. The men are more athletic, the women are not. That's just the way it goes. I think Isaiah Thomas said it beautifully. Did you guys see that clip? There's a clip of Isaiah Thomas and he goes to Candace Parker. He goes, "Oh, you have very similar skills
Skill set.
to Anthony Davis," and he goes, "Except he can dunk. He's
Except
athletic,
for the jumping, running, and everything else.
and everything." But that's the problem. The problem is that we're comparing the product. You can't compare the product. It's never going to be the same no matter what rules we bend. Plus, we already bend the rules too because the girls play with a lighter basketball. They have a shorter NBA 3. I think their court is actually a little smaller than the men's.
I don't think it is.
I think it might be like a hair.
Yeah.
And not as wide because the NBA court is like stupidly wide. It's just the fact that we don't find it entertaining overall.
No, I mean, that's fair.
I don't think the average watcher finds it,
First of all,
entertaining.
and even in the NBA, the NBA is not even dunks anymore. It's all fucking
It's all
threes.
3-point
Yeah.
shooting. Yeah.
So if you can get 3-point shooters like that in the WNBA, like Clark, makes it exciting. The bad thing is that Clark is probably one in every 1,000 girls.
Yeah.
And also you need stories. You need rivalries. You need heroes. You need villains.
Right.
Yeah.
And you
She
have that
came
in
in
the
at the right
NBA, and now Clark gives you a character. So now look for them to come up with a villain.
Reese
come
and
up
Clark?
with. Well, yeah. I mean,
But
it's sold in
Who's
college.
the villain in this one?
It's sold in
Reese or
college.
Clark?
Oh, it'd be Reese.
Well, either way, but it's sold in
Yeah.
college, but you need a rivalry. So something's gonna they'll find something, a team rivalry in the WNBA, something to sell. They have to.
I would. I mean, I don't mind. I don't want to say I 100% enjoy watching women.
I mean,
play.
let's look at the NBA.
Would you ever
I
go
mean,
to a game?
I have gone to a game.
Have you?
I have gone to a few games. Yeah.
If they made something like a BYOB night, like a bring your own basketball, so while
so you
they're
can shoot too.
while they're shooting free throws on the other side, you can run on the court on the other side and fucking shoot.
I just feel like we need to look at that sport as its own thing. Because I think the biggest flaw is that we're comparing all the sports. Every sport that we have that we share with the women, it's unfair. It's always going to be a leveled out. It's always going to be a
You
leveled
just
out.
sound like Herbert from Family
But it's
Guy.
not even women.
Oh, you heard me with
It's just like, how many G League games do you watch?
maybe catch one.
Exactly.
Stop lying.
So
I went to one.
Maybe, and that's in passing.
But,
and that's
but
in
why?
passing.
But why? Because there's no storyline.
I went to
You
one.
don't know any of these players. You might know some. Like, okay, I want to see
Whoever
this
got,
guy play.
whoever got sent down.
I just
That's
went to
who I
the
know.
Windy City Bulls game, and it was pretty good. But I went because they had dog day, and I brought my dog.
That or because
It's the only reason
you
I went.
enjoy the sport.
Fucking
Hey,
G-League,
you got
I didn't care.
2 tickets for buying an Arby's sandwich.
Hey, that might be worth it.
You're the
But- I
motherfucker
mean, actually,
that keeps
it was
RV in business.
Oh, I love Arby's. I hate when people
we can
shit
tell,
out
we
of
can
it.
tell.
That is a
We
white
could
person
tell.
thing.
I will say at one point they had a hamburger that was actually pretty good.
The
But
steakhouse burger?
yeah, whatever. It was pretty good. But the bad thing is in Chicago, there's no Arby's here.
Yeah, there is.
Not enough white people.
There's a couple of them.
Where?
I can't give you. Well, there's one on Cicero in like 79.
You got
That's
one right
South
by
Florida.
your job on golf.
I have one. That's the only one I go to, but that's not Chicago. That's Schaumburg. That makes sense.
Their brisket sandwich is really good.
I don't know about all that.
It's good.
Anyways, I hope she does well though.
Like that
yeah.
Arby's sauce.
I would love to see excitement with the women product. I really would.
But I think that's going to be the key. They have to sell story. Because I mean, even the NBA, like let's face it, all the players get along.
Pull it towards you. Pull the mic towards you.
Whoa! All the players are buddies. All the players
And
hang
that's
out
part
together.
of the fucking problem.
But again, what do you
Fucking
sell?
NBA
I think
pussy shit,
that
too.
ruins some of the game.
But
yeah,
what do
that
you
everyone-
see? What do you see? The team rivalry. Oh, it's Boston versus LA. Even though the motherfuckers are hanging out before and after the game. Oh, it's the Bulls and Detroit. It's the Bulls and Knicks. That rivalry.
Detroit. It's
I'm
fucking,
gonna tell you another, the NBA is weak. Oh, I was gonna send you that video of the Puerto Rican thing I was watching. I was gonna throw I was gonna send to both of you, and I was gonna put the question is
he's
who's
national.
gonna play
Puerto Rican, everything
who's
Puerto
gonna
Rican.
play in this league or in these tournaments and bitch about every fuck because they play hard over there. Like that's brutal basketball,
Papi, it's hot.
bro. No.
It's too hot, papi.
Dude, they play physical as fuck. Because when the Americans were over there, no way, it was always fucking.
Let me guess. Your favorite
That's a
player is
foul.
Jose Arroyo. Or wait, or was it Carlos? What the fuck was his name?
Jose Arroyo.
Whatever,
Hey, bro,
same
he's about
shit.
to get up.
Get the fuck
He's
out of
about
my
to get up,
podcast.
bro. Damn.
No, just
All the same to me.
Just go, just get out. Carlos Arroyo, bro.
Yeah,
get it
I
right.
know. I thought about it after I said
But
it.
seriously, NBA is so pussy basketball, and it has trickled down to every aspect of the game today, which pisses me off. Right? Yesterday, and if he sees this, I don't give a fuck. We play basketball on Thursdays all the time.
Wait, hold on real quick. You're saying the NBA is pussy basketball.
It is.
I would argue the WNBA is pussy basketball.
Wow. See, you would go there. I guess you have a point. I guess, Joey.
It's just, I mean, I'm just saying. You know?
All right.
Where's the button?
Serious, I'm looking for one. I'm snoozing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
lost
We'll
your
get him
moment.
next time. We'll get him next time.
Wow.
I hate that because it's like I grew up playing rough. I can't have these two in the same room. Bro. He's too. And you know what's
on.
fucked up?
Every
Danny,
time.
Joey likes it rough, though.
This
There's a
happens
difference.
every episode. Flacco says something like, "Yeah, I really love to take it," and then we just have to act like you didn't say it.
you know what? I'm just gonna press this button right here, and that's gonna be the end of him.
Thank you.
He's not in this conversation anymore.
Can you bring that to basketball on Thursdays?
Hey, yo, I'm back. Hey. All right, fine. I'll shut up.
So I'm not. I grew up playing hard basketball, right?
This is a guy on contact. Hey,
You guys.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Jonathan,
Hold on.
tell me you've seen that. Tell me you've seen it when he's on the court. Hey, throws up both hands.
I'm
He's
not
acting
sure
like he
what
was
he's
in
talking about.
He's acting like he was in the trenches playing like tackle basketball.
You know-
but
you
then
know-
you touch him and he's like, hey.
You know what's fucked up is that I yell hey even when it's someone else. Oh my god! But no, what I mean is like, Danny, you played with me for years.
Yeah.
I'm a very just fucking guy. You can't have no conversation
Wow.
with this guy. I swear to
Doing
God.
it again. He's doing it again. Okay, all right. Composed.
All right,
We
seriously.
played basketball for years.
Yes.
Can you be
Baby
your
steps.
cameraman when you shoot your next video?
Hell,
I would
motherfucker, no.
fucking love that.
Listen. Okay, so we played basketball together for a long time. Yes. Have you ever seen me to be a confrontational person, talk shit kind of person?
No.
All right. Do I play pretty fair? Would you argue?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the things that I hate the most, and the only times you've ever seen me get into it with people, which is rare, right?
It happens though.
With me, it's always the same bullshit. Because I don't care if people play physical. That's not my problem. I don't care about that.
I know what's coming.
I don't care about that. If he knows. I used to play with a friend of ours that's really, bruto. Like, not bruto, that's a bad thing to say, but like really like fuerte.
Physical.
You know?
Yeah, physical.
And
Who's that?
Abdul. Like,
Tosco.
I grew up like that. So it's like, I don't care if you want to
It's
throw
cool.
an elbow.
It's competitive.
I'm fine with that. No problem.
But
No
don't
problem.
cry when you get it back.
Bro,
Yeah.
if I gotta hear it, if I gotta hear anything, because there's gonna be a fucking receipt with that. You throw an elbow, I'm not gonna say nothing. But on the way down, if I have the ball, you're gonna get
it
hit
right
with an
back.
elbow.
Yeah.
You're gonna get it right back. And if you say a word to me, now we're getting into a conversation.
Yeah.
And that's the only times I ever get heated with.
Well,
anyone.
I mean that happened to me the last time I went to play with you at that church.
Which church?
The over here. The one
Salvation
right over
Army?
here? Yeah, the Salvation Army. With that one guy.
I don't even remember that.
He was getting all the rebounds, and I remember I went down low and I started bodying him up.
Oh, with
And
Ronald.
then,
He got
and then,
into it with
bro,
Ronald.
all of a sudden he turned around. He's like, "Bro,
fucking Ronald.
you're doing too much." I was like, "Bro, what?" Like he's over here bodying me, and I'm out
He's
rebounding him.
like that,
You're
bro.
doing too much. I'm like,
No, he's one of those.
Sit down, bro.
He's
Sit
one
down.
of those.
Sit
bro.
down.
He likes to play physical, but he don't like to be touched.
Like you only
He's
got
one
like
of
a
those.
foot on me and shit, and it's just like, okay.
Bro, he's always been like that.
But everybody there thought it was funny too. They were like, "Oh man, oh my."
They don't mind it, bro.
Don't
He's
mind
always,
it, don't
always
mind
like
it,
that.
don't
He's
mind
like that. He knows who he is.
Yeah.
So yeah, a perfect example.
Like with me, I think the last time I got into with somebody in the league was that bigger dude. We were playing at Cicero Stadium. It was not super long ago.
It's a cut. You got into it a couple times last season, if I remember right.
It's because they're fucking crybabies, bro.
And yeah, it's usually that. It's usually that when all of a sudden they start bitching and moaning. It's like, come on, man, you've been giving it to us all day, and then
I'm waiting for this fool to say
Part
some
of it.
shit. No, man, but I mean, I love basketball, man. It's like my escape.
What were they giving to you? Hard D?
No,
Is that what it was?
no.
the only
It's
part of
not-
basketball I don't like is my official +1. I gotta take him everywhere. It's just like, man,
No, I never had a problem with people playing
Hard
D.
D.
Like I don't think here. Look at John.
Uh-huh.
You're just like him, aren't you?
Yeah.
Just like him. I thought you were supposed to be the professional one
No,
around here too.
God, no.
Nah, I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, it's a shame.
I mean, you grew up with me too, right? You grew up with me. He saw me for a long time.
Yeah.
I played very differently when I was younger. Right? Would you say?
yeah.
I was very intimidated by people.
You didn't
or-
like contact.
I didn't like
You
contact.
didn't like contact. You avoided it most of the time, just because like, especially with your height, every time he went to the rim, most of the time he got hit hard. I saw it a lot. He get hit hard, and he'd avoid the conflict. You're an ass.
I didn't say
You're an
anything.
asshole.
I was
feel it,
able
bro.
Like, bro, he's like a
feel
little
it.
kid. Like,
because once it starts, I can't turn it off. I have a childish
You're just
man
like your
brain.
mom.
Okay,
Let's talk about Joey's game.
Oh
Yeah.
God, here we
there's
go.
not much to talk about.
I mean, that's-
There's not much to talk
See,
about.
these two have something. They're almost very similar players. These two.
Really?
The only difference is maybe he's.
I
a little
like
better.
Jonathan, bro.
He's a little
play.
better at going to the basket. I guess.
You call that going to the bed, bro? He looks like fucking Travis Kelsey going to the basket.
Protect the ball, baby.
Oh, is that what that's called?
2-inch vertical.
Bro, nah, Joey can shoot a little bit, I guess.
All white boys can shoot.
No, we can't say white boys because he can shoot too. He's Puerto Rican, so any white complected,
pretty much white
complected people can shoot. Yes.
That talk to the cops.
Sure.
Joey,
Talk to the cops.
what's your strongest traits in basketball? I'm trying to pick my words so carefully.
This is gonna be a long segment. Bro.
No, shooting.
Why?
It's
What
I
about it? Do you think you do well? Shoot. Besides that, because I mean,
no, I mean shooting. I don't know.
I would say that's the only thing you can do.
Shoot. When I'm open, 1 defender, 2 defenders, 3 defenders.
See, at least
it don't matter. I'm shooting.
At least Jonathan doesn't fucking deny
I kick
it.
it back to you a lot.
No, Joey, you've become
Okay, fine.
You've become trigger happy recently.
I overshoot.
Recently?
If I overshoot and then Danny doesn't know how to shoot.
Yeah, that's. But you know what? And I was thinking about this the other day. I blame this on all those years playing with Frankie.
What?
And you guys, because I
You didn't have to?
We didn't have to shoot. Come on, we didn't have to shoot.
Correct.
We didn't have to shoot.
Correct.
And we won like that. I'm sorry. It was
When we were-
part of a winning team, a championship team, is knowing your role,
Right.
and buying into it.
And
So
that's one of the things we did well when
Yeah.
we were when we
Yeah,
were
but you
younger.
got to be a threat too. Is your problem? Is you don't fucking you dribble down, you look to pass right away.
if
You
that
you
was-
take
if
a
that
couple
was-
shots.
But we're
if
talking
that
about
was
today's
true-
Danny.
Right.
I think
You're talking about I'm just talking about
I think Danny. I've told Danny this before. I think the biggest thing Danny struggles with is I agree with you. I think when people see Danny knows the people know that Danny's going to pass the ball first.
yeah.
now they do. Now they do.
no,
now they've caught
absolutely.
on, and yeah.
I think
But I've seen him leave you open and you're like, pass.
Yeah.
Like, you got to take that, dude.
Yeah. And a lot of times, you know what? A lot of times I won't recognize it.
it's from trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It
Well, no,
literally.
that's what he's saying.
It
though.
is
He's saying,
fucking
I mean,
trauma.
like before it was.
I'm looking for Lonnie. I'm looking for Frankie. I'm looking for Flacco. We win.
Other than that, though, I mean, I don't have. A
At the end of the day,
I know
we win.
Danny likes to
I
talk a lot. He can talk a lot of shit about me. I don't care, but I like Danny as my point guard.
I know Danny. I know Danny has a lot of game, and I'll tell you why. Because when we play in open gyms, obviously everybody plays a little different because there's no. Even I do because there's not as much on the line per se when you're playing in a league, right? Wins and losses matter in a league. Wins and losses don't matter in an open gym. This is why his game winner doesn't
that, they
fucking
all
matter.
matter.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why Joey's game winners don't fucking matter. Is whatever. But I've always looked at you and said, you can score the same way. You know? But you do pass up the ball at times where I'm like, shoot the fucking ball. I mean,
I hear it all the time.
You
I
hear
hear it
me
all
from
the
the
time.
side. I'm like, shoot the fucking ball.
I've never been more frustrated at telling someone to shoot ever in my life.
Except when you tell me.
You do it too. Sometimes, like Flacco. Yeah, but
I'm a good passer.
No, but you also go full dumbass
I've seen him do it.
because what you do is you'll be like, oh, I think this guy's gonna come and do this, and like you'll do all these moves, and you're right there by the rim, and you're like, nah, I'm gonna kick it out.
I've seen that before.
Yes,
The
yes.
few times
No,
I
right?
played
I
with
mean,
you.
don't get me wrong.
That's trauma though too.
Don't get me wrong. You are a good passer, but there's times when you and Danny suffer from the same condition.
Yeah.
Which is like non-aggressive itis.
Yeah. But again, that I think that all comes back to those years where we didn't have to and we won. It's just like
Well,
if
I did get yelled a lot. I did get yelled at a lot when I was younger because I would miss a shot or not pass the right way.
See, and
but then it'd be fucked up because at the same time, at the end of the game, he'd be like, "You didn't shoot enough. We need more out of you. We
Why'd
need
you
more."
shoot it?
Oh my- okay,
He's getting
more.
yelled at halftime
But
for
if it-
taking it. You shot that shit.
But
You
if
weren't
if
supposed to
that's-
shoot
if
that
that's
shit.
Back in the day, though, now during a game, has anyone ever told either one of you guys? to
No,
not shoot?
no,
I
and
think
vice
you'd be
versa.
stupid if you did tell me that.
Why?
But
You're not
anyways,
that great of a shooter.
Well, I'm still one of the better players on the team. So I mean, let's be real.
Even with his broken knee, he was.
I mean,
Game winner in his fucking face,
God.
though.
The one that used to bother me a lot, Daddy, a long time ago. The one that really gave me a lot of trauma was like we'd start a game.
Martin.
And I love Martin to death, but he would piss me off with this shit. We'd tip off the game, right? And whatever the first whistle was,
Flacco,
Flacco, come on. And they take me out. I'm like, why the fuck you put me in there to start the game?
Wouldn't let him get a rhythm or nothing, bro.
I was always the first sub.
And I swear, I'd be wanting to do that shit to Joey every week.
Fuck you.
Every week.
I'm the reason we
Just to
scored this
piss him
last game
off.
on Wednesday.
He got fucking mad.
Yeah.
The first game I played after my knee surgery, I subbed his.
If I'm in a rhythm, I do get mad. If I'm in a
Joey,
rhythm, like
you
let me get in a
always
rhythm.
think you're in a rhythm.
Yes,
He's
that's true.
always, bro.
I was
He could hit one shot in a whole fucking game. I was in a
So
rhythm.
on Wednesday, I was 3 for 3, but I didn't get subbed out, so it was fine. So I didn't have a problem.
Because
But-
you didn't have any subs.
And also, you're fucking. Okay, if we're also talking to Flacco's fucking defense with his hands, that's the only other thing I hate. The only other thing I hate about
I
it.
never said I was a good defender.
No, I know, but I don't
At
even
least
want
now at my age.
No,
now
I
at
don't
my
even want
age,
you to
I'm
be a
not-
good defender. I just want your arms out, dude. You're like 9 feet tall.
That's all right. Listen, bro, I don't have nothing to prove on the defensive end anymore, bro.
Just
I
put
don't.
your arms out. That's all I ask. I'm slow. People get by me, but at least I put my arms out.
I mean, they still equally score just
People,
as much.
senior citizens get by you,
Stop
Joey.
Bro, let me
I'm
tell you
lying?
something.
I know a couple
I'm
guards.
lying?
Danny, I saw
I'm
you
lying?
get worked a couple times.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
Joey,
But not by my grandfather.
Joey, listen.
Jonathan,
Listen.
bro, there's this guy. Bro, it was a playoff game too. It was a playoff game. The other team, they must have not had enough players, bro, because they brought in somebody steal.
Julio.
They brought in Don Julio and
First of
shit.
all, they had like
Don
6
Julio
guys. They had
burned
like
this guy off the dribble, like
No,
back
you
to
can't
back
have that.
possession.
Back to
the
what
rim.
the fuck?
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Wait till y'all
man.
have Brian back on here, okay? He'll vouch for it.
Listen,
He'll vouch for
listen,
it.
Joey.
Bro, your real estate needs. See,
Off
Brian.
the dribble.
Seriously, right? This episode is sponsored by Brian Miller.
Shout out to B.
Can I tell you about a 203K plan?
Oh yeah, that's his new one.
Yeah. I was watching it the other day.
ones that
Shout out,
he's,
Brian.
the ones that he's filming without me. Ooh, I'm kidding. Here's my point. I played a lot of defense when I was younger. Who they put against the best player?
I don't see that.
Who was it?
I didn't see
Nah,
that.
well, besides you, who did they put? No, let's be real.
It was never
Bro,
Flacco.
it was
never
me.
Flacco.
You're
I
like-
was
Never
always-
Flacco.
when-
Flacco was the focal point of our defense, though, because we used to play a 3-2, and he was in the middle, and he was a great defender. But
You are way better up top than you are
But
on the bottom, though.
old.
but the best, I always had to guard the best guy. And somebody was toward.
And
I
I'll
believe
tell
that
you,
Diesel
because
slow
we
him
still
down.
do that.
And
These will
Danny-
slow him down.
and I'll
Well,
tell
I
you-
was pesky. I was always pesky.
Danny had pretty good defense. Danny gave me a pass for like one of the best dunks I ever had in my life. You remember that in Sheridan Park?
Inbound pass?
No.
Wasn't the inbound pass?
No.
The inbound pass was pretty good.
We were playing 3-2. It was like a Sheridan or something. It was
Probably
a long time
Clarendon.
ago. No. It was by the one on Clarendon. Now Sheridan is on. What street is that?
You're thinking of the
Roosevelt
one up by
or whatever.
Broadway.
I feel like we-
No. It was south.
Which
It was south.
which league were you guys in?
We were like in
Liga
every fucking-
Azteca.
We were in every fucking league.
At that time. It was
No,
the
I know. And
Liga
I
Azteca.
I
You
swear
stole
I
the
had to
ball.
have played you guys before.
I think you
because
stole the ball.
That sounds like me.
We were in
You
that
stole
league.
the ball, and then I leaked out because I was playing the middle. I leaked out, and you gave me like a pass over the guy who tried to pass it that you stole it from, and it was just like a LeBron type of thing, like just from the side, bam.
I can't say I remember that one.
Best dunk of my life.
Is there
Can't say I
video
remember
proof of that?
I can't say I remember.
The
that
only
one.
dunk I saw was
But it
the
sounds
missed
like- it
one that
sounds
he
like- it
broke
sounds
both
like
his
us.
wrists.
They've
It
seen
sounds
me
like
dunk
us.
when I was
Never
athletic.
happened.
There were a couple of those, man.
It's
That's
not
why I don't
video,
remember that
never
one
happened.
vividly. But there were a lot of those. I remember that one. I remember the inbound pass one.
No,
The inbound pass
you
one.
as a guard though. I mean, when we play like a 3-2 or 2-3. I think you and Danny up top work together pretty
Because
well.
we talk.
No, but I'm saying, but your length and then Danny's annoyingness.
You want the lineup
Except for
right
when
now?
he fucking.
You want the
except for
lineup
when
right
he
now?
cheats.
You want the
When
lineup?
cheat.
You want the lineup right now? You want the lineup right now? I'll tell you right now. All right, our Sunday team. You want to do something? Put me and Flacco up top. You put Brian down low. That's it. Anybody else around us, we'll figure it out because we all talk.
Here's the difference.
talk.
I think me and Danny have played long enough where we have a very strong mutual respect for each other's games. So if I tell
Same thing
Danny
with Brian, too.
and Brian, so if I see Danny cheating, or if I tell Danny, hey, go left, I'm taking right, I know he's gonna respond to it. And vice versa. If he says it to me, I'm gonna respond. I think when he hears it from you, it just
Fuck that guy.
Well, at the same time,
No, 'cause
it's,
he'll
you know what it
listen.
is?
He'll listen.
It's just like, are you going to cover me though?
Yeah.
If I go do that, are you going to cover me? Are you going to, and that's the
he
thing.
played long enough where he knows I got it.
Right, so you guys can have that. But I've also told Danny on the flip side, and Danny has listened to me because I explained it to him. Remember the one day I was playing on the side that Danny was, and I said, when you're cheating, I'm not quick enough to keep up with the guard when
And
it
that
comes
was
to
him
live.
being real. Where
Right,
I'm
so
used to.
I'm getting.
I'm used to that not
Joey
being
not
the
being
case.
quick enough. Yes, that's definitely.
But no,
real.
but that's what I'm saying. But that's a problem though. So when he was cheating, I couldn't keep up with the guy. Like I already have my guy on the side. I'm not quick enough to go and cover that guy.
That sounds right.
So, and I told him that.
Sounds
And then
about right.
he was like, oh yeah. But then if we switch and someone quicker's behind him, yeah, then he could cheat a little.
It sounds like me.
That's what I said.
Exactly like me.
You guys kind of play the same game, kind of.
But he doesn't listen.
He
He
goes
doesn't
to the
listen
basket a
though.
little more than you.
He doesn't listen though. No, we don't.
He what?
I mean, this guy's got. He's
He
got.
don't, yeah.
Here's the funny part: you probably can make somewhat a little more layup than he can, but he'll shoot your lights out.
I'll take Jonathan.
He'll shoot your fucking.
I'll
lights
trade.
out.
I'll trade
Fuck
Joey for
you.
Jonathan right now.
Fuck
Let's
you,
go shoot.
Joey. I promise you.
I'm
promise
a better
you-
shooter than you are. What are you talking about?
That's fine. He's also a better shooter than you are,
Oh, we can do it.
bro.
When was the last time you touched a
Yeah, but he
basketball?
doesn't really play
it's
basketball. He's a weightlifter.
Very
Bro,
When was the last time you touched a basketball?
when I hurt my
hurt
my
his
knee,
knee.
I got
the
my
last
money
time,
on
2
Jonathan.
years ago.
bro.
I got my money on Jonathan.
I've seen Jonathan.
It'd be your own people that hate on you. I
dude.
swear.
I have seen Jonathan.
Sorry, bro. You're white. You ain't gonna come through.
Jonathan can't do much on a basketball court. He can't do much. I mean, I've played with him for a long time. No, hold on.
Are you
Hold on.
kidding me? Oh my god! I don't remember all this.
But
When I'm scoring, dropping buckets. All right.
but Jonathan has always been very consistent from the 3-point line. Joey has not.
Joey's a very streaky player.
I
That's nothing
I'll
wrong
agree
with that.
And
I'm
you know
a
what?
very
It's his
streaky
own
player,
fault,
too.
though. It's his own fault
I'll agree
because he keeps his own stats. Like, no, literally. Every game he'll
That does
tell you,
happen.
"Oh, I missed 3 shots today. Oh, I didn't miss a shot. I missed 1 shot today."
because I'm trying to keep my average.
it's-
up.
Well, I was kind of like that too.
Yeah, I mean,
But it
you know.
shouldn't be that important.
If I missed my first 2, I probably wouldn't shoot anymore. But if I
I could see that.
made my first 2,
Oh, hell yeah.
forget about it.
I wish that mentality would go to some
Yeah,
of
but
our
I also
players
have a
already.
team that'll be like, "Oh, you missed 7 shots," and I'm like, "No, I didn't." So now I have to. So really, thanks you, asshole.
Well, more than anything, it's the fact that he takes 7 shots.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Joe, you have been taking a lot of
Shoot
shots.
or shoot, right?
I mean, I haven't
Shoot or
played.
shoot.
Shoot or shoot.
I haven't-
He's not
I
a
haven't
shooter.
played- I haven't played in a while.
That's the whole thing. He's not a shooter.
What do you think? What do you think you can improve in your game?
If I could get
We ain't got
quicker.
enough time.
Oh
How long is the show? How long is the show?
Like I said,
Oh, man.
be
Till
your
the
own
memory
people.
card stops.
Be your own people, man. It's swear.
What, okay, and all jokes aside,
I mean, if I could get quicker, it would help.
something that you can actually do.
Can I answer
like,
this?
You're not
I
gonna,
would
you're not gonna
say-
de-age
Why are you
yourself
saying
right
he
now.
can't get quicker?
Because he's
So-
not gonna de-age himself right now.
He's
True.
not.
True,
Put it this
true,
way.
true.
And
But
no,
I'll say
I agree
this.
with Jonathan. You can do anything. I am fucking living proof. You can do anything
With help.
If he wants to get quicker, he can get quicker.
No,
but is he
realistically,
willing to do the
No,
work?
I have
Sure.
a, no,
And that's the thing. He's
realistically-
not.
Sure.
First of all, you don't know me, bitch. You don't know that. No, realistically,
This motherfucker won't even stretch everything.
something I want. Yeah, stretch before.
Who stretches?
The fuck?
Stretches.
we're a bad mentality.
No. What I do, something that I did want to work on more was because there's times like in the post where I was doing pretty good in the post, but I gotta get into that contact. I got a foot on him, so it didn't. No, but there was times like I was battling, like in open gym, and I was hitting all my like little hooks and stuff down there.
Okay, again.
But I want to go into contact more. So my problem is sometimes I'll avoid contact going to the lane.
Open
so what
gym
I want
won't
to work
count.
on is going in, driving into
I think you're big enough. You can just
the player. Well, that's the thing
bang
though.
and
Yeah,
then
but for some reason
toss
I
it
tend,
But the thing
I
is,
tend
he's
to
doing
go
it in an
out, though.
open gym where most of the time he's matched up against somebody smaller than him.
yeah.
Yeah, but
And
there's
I-
times in our games where that happens, but
Yeah,
and I'm not adjusting to it. So I would say I would like
But-
to.
but
adjust
most of the
different
time-
way.
In our games, we never play man.
Exactly. It's
So
always a
it's-
zone.
it's a
so you're
different
not
type of game.
Very rarely you're gonna get to post up.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially when you're
if
at.
it's a zone.
I think the thing that Joe, and I've told him this, I think what he needs, which is very easy for him, I think it'll be
Crash
an easy
boards?
transition. No.
Oh.
Just pump fake,
Oh yeah,
little sidestep, shot.
Yeah,
Dribble off, shot. I mean, he can shoot, but just I think sometimes he goes to shoot, they jump out, and that's it. That's when he drives, and that's when he's not as comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
So maybe even if it's a dribble in,
That's
pull
fair.
up, just
That's fair.
make it simple.
I'm
Let's
not,
make
I'm
it
not,
simple.
I'm not mad at that either.
No,
actually,
and just
Daniel.
and that's the thing. I'm not trying to make you do something you can't. I'm trying to help you do what you do.
what would be yours?
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, starting to play defense again would be a good thing.
Yeah.
But I'm getting a little too slow for that. I think for me, getting my mentality out of helping other players and kind of looking for myself is probably one of my weaknesses because I'm not ball hungry like that anymore.
Touche.
I pass the ball a lot.
You're not hungry
When-
for balls.
Yep.
anymore?
Sure.
No.
I like assisting. I have a bigger fucking thrill from a good assist than scoring a bucket.
And I believe that. I believe that.
The one I
believe
gave
that.
Ando not too long ago, that bounce pass that I gave him a couple Thursdays ago, I was yelling at the top of my lungs from that.
I had a pretty good one yesterday too. I forgot to.
I mean,
think it was
I'm
off of
just-
Brandon.
I get that, but what he said, I've seen you do.
What? Not play
Like
defense?
you got
Sure.
a wide open thing. All you got to do is put your hand up, and then you go, and then toss it to somebody. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Sure. But here's the thing. When I do that, depending on the defense, obviously, if it's one-on-one,
What
I'm going
defense? I've seen you
No,
do it
that's
with
what I'm saying,
nobody
though.
under
Like,
the
you'll
basket.
be literally
Wait
there.
Wait a minute. Here's the thing. And let me tell you what I see. Okay?
You must be seeing something that I'm not
Well,
seeing.
I have the best point of view. I'm the one that's fucking doing it, yes?
okay.
Right.
Okay. So if I'm playing against a zone, okay? So a 2-3 zone,
Okay.
right? If I beat the first guy down the middle, what's behind him? More defenders.
Yeah.
Yes?
No. Okay, so you're ready to talk about a different play though. I'm talking about I've seen you literally. There is no other defender. All you got to do
So
is
I'm
lay
on a
it
fast.
up.
I'm on a fast break. I'm just going, and then I pass it back out. That's what you're saying.
Honestly, no. I've seen you get to the rim like no one's there. You get around the guy, you're right there, and then you do this weird like going up. No, I'm not. You do
It's
it
about,
a lot.
it's about
dude.
to roll off your fingers.
It's kind of like when
Yes.
Joey goes to the lane. Kind of same thing. You know, he beats his guy, 2 dribbles, he goes up, and then all of a sudden he does some other shit. Once you're airborne, you see different things. You see defenders coming in.
I know what you mean. Because I do pass it out. But
it looks one way to you,
Here's my
but
mentality. Again, I'm trying to get you to understand why I do it. Okay? Because when I am driving on a zone, right? I am making everyone close in. Okay? I do it either down the middle or I'm going baseline. And when I go baseline, yes, of course, I could probably go up and finish the ball. But everyone's staring at me when I'm going baseline.
But you've already beat the defender.
Are you
though.
a shooter or not?
Yeah, but I'm just
Can
saying
you
if you're
make
there
that
for an
shot?
easy two. But I'm saying if you're there for an easy two, I want you to go up.
But it's not necessarily an easy two. When I'm literally, like, if I'm going baseline, like literally, I'm next to the
plays
baseline.
I'm talking about, you were there. So maybe other plays,
Fair.
no. I'm
Sure.
only talking about when I've seen you.
I'm not a perfect
there.
basketball player.
Joey's
No,
trying to act
close
like he
to
hasn't
it.
benefited from some of those passes.
No,
Seriously,
I'm
right?
not saying I haven't, but I'm just saying.
John either.
Also, too, I want to see people like.
that day he says
But
he
what
tore
did
his
he-
ACL. He had his best game.
But
But I
what
I
was
did
like, he
not
was on
say
my
I
team.
tore my ACL.
But here's the thing: what did he just say he
hyperextended
wanted
my
to work
knee.
on, though? He
Oh,
said
yeah,
he wanted
okay.
to work on being a little more. Okay, so the mentality with that would have been go up.
But
I'm
also
not saying don't pass ball because you do make some very good passes.
Also
I'm not saying
understand
you don't.
something. I'm the first one to admit that I am a very streaky shooter. I am a very streaky shooter.
I
If I
wouldn't
make
say
one,
that.
I'll make a lot, but I can miss a lot of them too.
Nah.
That's me. That's how I feel.
Nah.
I feel like I'm kind of a streaky shooter.
Nah.
So my mentality is always like, okay, I can make this layup, or I'm gonna try to find someone to get a good shot. That's my mentality in basketball. I'm no longer like, I'm gonna get the ball and I need to score every point. Like Fry is that mentality.
But I feel
which
like
is
you
fine.
never
Not
had to.
even. I don't think Fry thinks
No,
that
but
way.
he's the go-to scorer.
Oh, yeah.
which
Oh,
is
yeah.
fine. That's fine. And when I play with Fry, I understand that. I'm there to complement his game.
Exactly.
Because he's more athletic than I am. He's younger than me. He runs faster than me. My day's gone already. I have to adapt. You know who I am now? Honestly, who I think I am as if I was to use an NBA counterpart.
Old
I'm
Tayshaun
Chris.
Prince.
No, I'm Chris Paul on the Golden State Warriors. That's who I am. I'll give you 15 points if need be. I'm gonna give you like 5 assists.
But that's the thing. Like, I don't think you're a streaky shooter. I think you're more of a streaky shooter in here.
Probably.
Because honestly, like, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't see you take very bad shots.
No.
According to certain players.
And what I mean
yesterday.
by bad shots are like, okay, there's a difference when you shoot over 2 defenders and say, I'm not going to say any names, but another person shoots over 2 defenders and the defender's off balance. I mean, I'm sorry, the shot is off balance with contact. I've seen you, most of your shots, you're still set and you still get the shot off right.
He doesn't usually shoot those anyways, though.
No,
Like,
but
if
I'm
there's
just saying-
defenders, I don't know if
On
you don't-
occasion,
But
I'll take it.
but
but
again,
you don't take many
But you
bad
get my
shots,
example.
though. Yeah,
Like
no, for
even
sure.
when he takes a shot, usually when you take a shot, you're set and it's a good looking
still
shot.
not a bad shot.
Exactly.
I
That's
got
my
you.
point.
Yeah, no, I
it's
would
a
agree
it's
with
a
that.
quality look.
I've never seen. Yeah,
so
I don't think
I
I've
wouldn't
ever
call
seen
you
it forced.
streaky. I think you get more in
Shit,
your
when you're
head.
that tall.
If you miss two, you'll pass on more
bad
shots.
do
thing.
anything.
But I don't think you're a streaky shooter.
That's how I've always looked at myself.
It's like I wish I was more the same thing. I want to shoot the ball more. But me, honestly, once I shoot, I'm not. I think everything's going in.
Yeah, but I think if you just take a couple more shots,
Oh, yeah.
it opens up for everybody.
Oh hell yeah!
I think what you guys don't do that maybe I do is I'm
Gay.
had to be. This is where I hate that I have to say this. I'm inclined to agree with you when you said like you have to be a threat. Okay, I think when people play me, I'm a threat in both offensive sides. So like not sides. I don't mean sides. I mean as in shooting and driving.
Yeah.
So you have when you guard me, you have to guard both.
But at the same time,
you can't pick me. You can't, and you also can't push me to a side because I'm pretty good with both hands.
a lot of it is this though. The visual perception.
I was
of
gonna say,
it.
if you look at Flacco, you see a skinny dude. Like I'm gonna assume
No.
you can.
Kenny, dude. What the
But
Well,
if,
no, I'm saying,
but,
like,
but
have you
on
seen
the
that?
basketball court,
Relatively.
you're a threat. You're a threat. You're more of a threat than say a Brian or a Nick, who are big guys that are not as mobile. You are a serious threat because you're tall and you can move faster than most guys. You're
that's what I'm
most
saying.
agile.
Like if I didn't know you,
So you're a threat.
That's what I would look
for
at.
the
I'd be like,
same
that guy's
reason
probably good.
that, like you said, most guys in the league, even when we play, they know I'm going to pass the ball.
Yeah.
But why do they still give me attention? They don't let me go to the basket. The second I start getting loose right away, who's got Danny? And they start. If not, I wouldn't be able to get a pass off. I mean,
Yeah.
they get hands on a lot of my passes because they anticipate the pass, but I'm still drawing attention. So I mean, a lot of it is that visual perception.
the reason I brought that up is because, and I told you before, and you actually did it pretty well against Brandon yesterday. I think the way you guys attack the rim is not. It needs to be more of a straight line, aggressive.
And you're right. I
to
did
the
that.
basket.
I did that.
I feel like you guys, when you guys drive to the basket, I don't want to say you guys are avoiding the contact.
We're not
but
driving towards the rim.
You're letting
No,
the
I do.
defender
I
guide you.
I absolutely
They
do
look
that.
like-
I go. That's
You
what I'm
go
saying.
away
That's
from
what I said
it.
I want to
Yeah.
work on.
Like if
Kind of like
if-
Steve Nash, just around
Ish.
the baseline.
No. This is more like if they're going for a layup,
We're
they
we're
get drawn away.
we're going on the path of
You
least
know-
resistance.
You know what I
Yeah.
think?
We're trying to follow those empty spots opposed to going like, I'm sorry, if the rim's right there and my defender's smaller, I should go right through him.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll go around.
No,
I'll
and-
try to
and that's a
avoid
bad-
him,
and that's a bad habit
that's
of mine,
bad.
too.
That's bad.
And the reason I mentioned is because when I was younger, I did the same thing. I would avoid, not avoid, but I would let the defense dictate which way I'm going.
Yes.
So if I'm going in towards the basket, the defense would push me away from the basket.
And for the most part,
So
that's
now,
the way
now
I
it's the
dribble
other.
ball.
It's the other way. I try to get an angle where I can dip underneath that guy and get him behind me so I can score a layup.
Honestly,
But
what
it's
I was
just
doing
high
yesterday
attack.
with Brandon was, I was just like,
Except the one that I blocked you.
yeah, you did block the shit out of it. It was pretty bad.
The shit out of
But
guys
I
are
mean,
on the
one
same
of the
team.
things that I constantly kick myself in the ass. Like, all right, man, like it's I'm making this a lot harder than it should be.
Well-
And up here, and like yesterday, I was just like, I love you, Brandon. Nothing personal, but I can beat him with my first step. And literally, those two possessions, I just beat him off my first step and
that's-
just went straight to the
and
basket.
that's where I think like your driving game is better than I think you think because there's a play that. And
But
I
it was
agree.
it was
No, but listen,
non-existent.
'cause there's
How many
so
years
much-
was
that
it
was nothing.
non-existent?
But listen,
It was
and
non-existent.
and I hate to give you guys any credit, but my favorite play I think like that I've seen two other people on our team make was actually you two, and the defense looked so confused. What?
She said you weren't home.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Anyways, no, it was a play where actually you set a screen for him and then you dove and he kicked it right to you and you went aggressively right up and made a layup. And
think
it
I
was
remember that.
it was a simple play. It
probably
was
happened more than once.
No, it was at Manor. It was during a game. It was at Manor during a game. And you two, but like the defense looked so confused because they looked at Flacco thinking like, oh, this guy's going to definitely be the one to drive. And you went boom, bam, and it was beautiful.
But that's what I need you to understand.
Beautiful.
That's what I see. Because when I drive to the basket, obviously you don't. When I drive to the basket, all I see is
Songbird of my generation.
dude, shut up. All I see is eyeballs at me. And my team is usually just scattered around the outside. If anyone was to come cutting down the middle, that is a layup.
I want to work
Nick,
on that
I'll
too.
get Nick a couple times, but Nick kind of has a hard time catching the ball. But that's fine. Or
That's not good.
Mike. Mike, I'll get him cutting down the basket and he fucking drops the ball or whatever. No, that's not the point. But you have to be a threat at both ends like that. You have to be a threat driving and you have to be a threat shooting, because if you show that you have a weakness, they're going to push that weakness.
That's Kobe Bryant talking. That's not Flacco.
You know what I'm saying? But it's true.
He
And where
thinks
do you
I
think I
don't
got
know.
that shit?
Weird.
Where do you think I got that shit from?
Possessed by
But it's
Kobe
true.
Bryant's.
No.
Spirit?
Martin.
know.
John, you understand.
Damn, he called
saw
you
me-
Mark.
Hey, they're both my best friends. Listen, you saw me play when I was young. You didn't see me play competitive, but he did. I couldn't go left to save my life.
No.
You still can't go.
Ah, you fucking crazy. I took a summer and it was everything left hand. Because I needed the left hand.
Hand jobs.
Seriously. Fuck, I had this fucking, mira, esto estaba bien cabrón.
Heady.
Bien heavy duty.
Heady.
Mira, I needed that. And let me tell you why it's an advantage for me now. Right? Because a lot of people expect you to go right. I can go really hard left. I like to go left.
I always
over
go left. Everybody expects me to go right. I go left.
I love to go left. Like, I can set everything up off left. But you need to work on your left hand.
Oh, yeah.
Danny's getting a little better. I've seen him make some left hand layups, which is
Shut the
fine.
fuck
John, I don't know.
What's a layup?
He would do like a Chris Webber hook shot, and that's all he had. That's all he had.
C Web, bro.
He had like a little
No,
power
that's
here,
when I'm
turn
like
around, hook,
double teamed and I have nowhere to go. I'll
Which is
just
often.
toss it up.
which is often.
Often, yeah.
I mean, but if you need a Peja Stojakovic, I guess.
I thought this was Peja.
Not anymore.
He's
Wow.
better than you, bro. He can shoot better than you, bro.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just telling you for real. I've seen this man literally go off the rails shooting the basketball. All right, I'm just
Take his
being-
dick out your mouth. Jeez.
I mean, I'm just saying.
That's pretty bad, Joey, because we both play on the same team, and neither
Close
one
enough.
of us is vouching for you.
Well, you know what?
I've seen Joey
It's
take a
because
lot of
it's
shots.
because
I'm not gonna go one
I
day
know-
and watch you guys.
I
It's
know
gonna
you
be like
guys.
fucking T-Mac.
I've
No.
seen
No,
hell
no,
yeah.
no.
I already
No,
know.
no.
Oh, really? Because I was fucking murdering that the day I got you on a game winner. I was killing
This
that
guy,
day.
he lives in
Open
dies
gym,
with
no
the
guy.
one
He's not gonna
fucking
come
thing.
see us play open gym, bro.
Joey,
The point is, they're my teammates, but I wouldn't expect anything less than what's happening right
Joey,
now.
we
Yeah.
we
Like, they
have a
wouldn't
lot
give
of
me any credit.
confidence in you.
We keep him on the team,
We
literally
have-
for that,
we
bro.
have
Just to talk to the
confidence in
refs,
As long
talk
as
to
you're
the
on
league, bro.
team.
I think the problem with your game is that I feel like you sometimes, not all the time, I think you go way beyond your capabilities right now. Sometimes.
Is that
I
a
think
good thing?
nah, it's not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I think everyone has a role.
Bro, he's gonna start crying.
No. I'm being real. I'm being real. I understand this too. Like I get it. Why do you think I don't want to go past what I know I can do. Right? I try to keep myself in my game. Right? But sometimes I see you make decisions and I'm like, this guy thought he was Tracy McGrady.
And that's why I don't shoot the ball.
Yep. Yeah, don't even blame me because we've been trying to get you to shoot the ball.
No. But like, don't get me wrong. I'll shoot it when I'm open. I'll try to get my shot.
Not all the
but
time.
for the most part, I know my job. My job on the team is to defend, get the ball over, and get the ball to Fry. look,
This Fry guy.
wait, bro.
Oh, he's a beast,
Fry.
man.
He's good.
Fry
But he's a lefty though, bro. So he
with
got
cheese.
he got that advantage.
with
man.
cheese.
He got that left hand advantage.
Holla out to my boy Fry.
Yeah.
This was like one time we were all arguing about who could
Fry's
beat
one of
who.
those guys you look at and you're like, yeah,
Look
that
at-
guy's too good to be.
Yeah.
He
playing
looked like
with us.
Travis Scott. He looked like Travis
He
Scott.
does look like Travis Scott.
He's a really quiet dude though.
Oh yeah,
Bro, one time
I think that's what makes me like even more impressed is
Yeah.
you don't hear him say a fucking word.
one time they were all we're all in a group chat for our leagues, and then we all started talking about like who could beat who or whatever, blah blah blah, and all of them were like, "Well, Fry's our best player." I'm like, I might have to agree for the first time.
Fry.
Because I said because they were like,
He
"Oh, I'll
scores
beat-"
at will.
They were like
One-on-one.
they were like-
One-on-one. It was
He
one-on-one.
scores at
They're
will.
will.
Like, I'll beat you. I'm like, bro. First of all, I'll beat all of y'all except Fry. Fry's the only one I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Period.
Damn.
And I'll stand by that because I don't think anybody on our team
Nah.
can beat me one-on-one except maybe Fry. And I think me and him, if it's a good day where I feel okay, I think we go back and forth.
I think you're drunk.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
You're absolutely drunk.
Who's beating me? Who's beating me on our team?
You're definitely not beating Fry. You're not even gonna be close. He's probably gonna hit you with a dub, like with zero.
No, get the fuck out of
dude.
here.
There's no way.
Get the fuck out of here.
I got no chance.
I'm not saying he wouldn't beat me.
He's gonna strip you, and he's gonna shoot over you.
He's not gonna
drive
strip me.
over
No,
you.
Okay,
he's
first of
not.
all, Fry doesn't play defense that hard.
Yeah, but you don't put your hands up at all, so he's just gonna torture your ass.
But I also don't think Fry's gonna be able to shoot freaking. If I'm standing with him, right at the 3-point
If
line,
he's shooting the way he did in that
I was
championship
gonna
game,
say,
yeah.
stop it.
Again, I'm not saying he can't beat
I've seen
me.
this man pull up from half court because he
Yeah,
thought it was
it's
fun.
Logo Fry.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, logo
No.
Fry.
Yeah, he's hit a couple good deep.
Championship game, logo Fry. Logo.
Remember that part where you were just saying like, "Oh, you gotta know," blah. Yeah, bitch, know your role.
Have I not?
fuck outta here.
Have I not been honest and said
Not
I
right
would
now.
have
You just
trouble with
I
him?
think we would go back and forth,
I'm
bro.
not-
It would not be close. Stop
I would
it.
goose egg fucking Joey though.
Okay.
Get the
One on
fuck-
one,
I'd
goose
kill
egg,
you in
yeah.
the post. I did it already.
What is this non-existent post game that you're talking
Ask
about?
Danny about it because I was scoring on him all day. Like, well, it was probably a few months ago, but it was. You know.
I was
It's-
probably
it's-
really
it's-
tired.
Ah.
And just, hey, go ahead.
It's a non-existent post
Game
game.
was
Stop
probably
it.
over.
Stop it.
He's about to mention the game winner he hit on me again right now.
No,
He's
no
about
need.
to-
He knows.
At the open gym?
I tell him all the time. Well, the last time I beat him, it was like a 32-foot.
I can't believe you really think that you'd have a
Three-pointer.
chance against Fry though. That is hilarious.
I think
would
he
have
has the
no
best
fuck-
chance.
He has no chance.
Yeah, I think he has
Stop
the
it.
best chance.
You guys are all fucking
I think he has
my
the best chance.
not even close. I would put money.
Give me a
on that.
percentage.
0.
3%.
He's not beating
Straight
Fry.
zero?
Straight 0. He's not beating
You
Fry.
think
Damn.
Fry's beating me?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Goose egg.
Fry has to defend.
You maybe get to score once or twice.
Fry has to defend.
Yeah, but there's no way he's gonna. Yeah,
What
but
if-
No,
he's
no,
not
right.
gonna
I think
stop
Fry wins, but I think he has the best chance.
And that's basically what I said. I
man
said
just-
No, you
offensively
said
we
it
would
would be
go
back and
no,
forth.
No, offensively, I think we can go back and
No
forth.
shot. He's way more consistent. His shot, he scores, dude. You don't score like that.
Is he gonna score?
Damn.
Is he gonna score 11 buckets straight?
But
Dude,
again,
honestly,
you got
I
to
can
look
see
at
that
it.
happening.
Is he
A
gonna
one-on-one
stop?
game.
Is he
though.
gonna stop me?
It's one-on-one though.
Is he gonna stop me?
Yes.
How?
You stop yourself. You're gonna miss some shots and jag layups, bro. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Stop
Joey
it.
doesn't understand the concept of one-on-one.
I'll put on,
like,
dude. I will,
like he thinks he's gonna get an open shot against me. Like
Yeah.
it's
I'm just gonna use my
one-on-one.
body against
There's
you. I
no
don't gotta shoot.
screens. Like,
So what do you think I'm gonna use against Fry?
but Fry is elusive, and if he scores, you're not gonna touch the ball.
It's
I'm also
one-on-one.
taller than him, and
That's the
I
thing.
probably
It's
outweigh
like,
him
don't
by
get me wrong.
30,
Okay,
40
fine.
pounds.
Okay. Put $50 on Flacco. I'll put 50 on Fry.
I'm not saying he would beat him, but it's just,
Agreed.
it's, just
No
it's
one
not
said
going to
that.
be.
No one has said that I would
I'm
beat
not.
Fry.
We're not letting Flacco sit here and be like, oh, it would be a close. It would
I've
not be a
never
close
said-
game, dude.
And
Did
what
he
I
not
said-
say back and forth?
and
Did
I-
he not say it?
And
What
I
do you-
said
hold on.
it would
Back and
be.
forth.
Wait, what
He
do you
had the
think,
best
what do you
chance
think
to beat.
the definition of back and forth means?
At some point, you think you would have a lead.
I think we would be going back and forth. He would score, I would score. He would score,
Bro,
I would
no
score.
shot. No shot. I'm just telling you my opinion. No fucking
I want
shot.
to meet this Fry guy now.
You know
He's
what?
good.
Fry
He's
wouldn't.
good. He's
Put it this
very
way:
quick,
Fry wouldn't
very
even
athletic.
entertain the game.
Yeah, because
He wouldn't even be. He'd be like, yeah, who knows?
It'd be like me entertaining a
It
game
just-
against Joey,
I'm
basically. So Joey, that means you would.
not even worried about you.
You would score 0 points against me.
Stop that. No way. I'll take that. I'll take that bet. I'll take that bet right now on camera. Right now, I will take that bet right now.
I would let Joey back me down all the way to the rim and just move out and let him miss a layup. And
Call
grab
it what
the
you
rebound.
want. Call it what you want.
Joey,
And we love you, bro. We love you, son.
listen. The whole concept.
I'm
of
just saying the Fry thing. That
Listen,
was. I'm like,
the
come on.
whole argument that you're putting on right now is literally the same argument between you and I. You don't stand a chance.
Bro, I just said on camera, I will bet you right now
That you would what?
I'll beat you.
No, you won't.
Oh, let's
No,
do
you
it then.
won't. No, you won't.
One-on-one.
No, you
One-on-one.
won't. Joey,
One-on-one.
you ain't beating me.
I can make this happen.
So next Thursday,
We'll
one-on-one.
film it. John, you're
I was
come
gonna
and
say
film
we
it.
could film it. We
John,
could film
you come
it.
and film it.
We could film it.
Or you can film it and bring
No,
it back
man.
and
No,
I'll watch
hey,
it.
hey, I don't want to do it to Joey, man. Don't do it. To Joey.
No.
Don't do it to Joey. Don't.
What you? I'm not worried.
I'll play.
No, let me
anybody
rephrase
one-on-one.
that. Joey, don't do it to him. Don't do it to him.
I'm-
Don't do it to him, Joey. Don't do it to him,
Versus-
Joey.
Put it this way.
I
Okay,
will
fine.
play
Even if you were to
anyone
win.
on our
No.
team one-on-one.
Hypothetically.
Hey,
I mean,
bro, this is gonna
here's
break
the
up
thing.
the team, bro.
No,
Don't
because-
do it.
No,
Don't do
because
it.
there's
It's gonna
no.
make him a better
No,
player.
hey,
No,
let's stop talking about basketball.
No, real quick though. No, because honestly, I like to play against people just because it makes you better.
You like to play with people.
So I mean, like
preferably
playing
other
someone
men.
against Flacco. I mean, like it's more of just the thing is I mean, we're talking shit and stuff. It's not. It's really not that serious. We can play and it's not a big deal. That's fine. I don't think you would wipe the floor with me. I don't think you would. I don't think either way it would be a fucking. I really don't think so.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Are you going to goose egg him or am I going to goose egg him?
No one's going to goose egg me. That's
We're
never
gonna
going to
goose
happen.
egg you.
I don't know.
Are we goose egging him?
not getting goose
Oh, we
egged.
goose egging him.
I think he's gonna run. He's gonna get like one of those rebounds that bounce off to the 3-point line, run over there, and go and shoot it. He's gonna make a shot.
That's
He's
all
gonna
I
have
used
one of
to
those.
Well, you know what's good too
Have one of
is
those.
it's good we still have that competitive nature though, because that's how you got to make iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens iron. I think that doesn't work that way.
Yeah,
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
Don't you have to have like a harder metal to sharpen a knife?
Oh my god.
Isn't it? No.
Iron and iron.
So
This is what happens
okay.
when you go to
All
school
right.
on
My
the
bad.
island.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. My bad.
Calvin Park.
He
My
never
bad.
lived in Puerto
I know.
Rico.
He
Listen,
thinks he
here's the
did, though.
thing. Here's the thing.
That's that Kelvin Park education.
listen,
That's exactly
I just wanted to
what
get
it is.
Flacco worked up too about the whole fry thing. Like I'm not even that passionate about it. I just wanted to play.
He doesn't even like frying.
Shout out to Fry.
Talking
Shout
No,
out to
fry's
Fry.
really good, but I knew this guy would get all like no. Like I knew he'd get like that. So it's not even that
Because
serious.
I
Kind of like how he's getting.
I mean, he's got to get. I will say this: not now though. You need to be better.
I know.
I need you 100% mentally.
Listen.
with the knee.
I've played long enough and with enough people to know probably pretty close of who I know I can beat. Like I know I can beat you. I know that.
He still thinks he can beat him.
You know what I'm saying? I know I can beat Danny.
Stop it.
I know I can.
Hey,
Fry.
I'm not saying you
that's
can't, but
why-
you also can't
here's the
guarantee
funny
it,
part.
though. I'm telling you that right now.
I literally said it in the text message. I'm like, I'll beat anybody on the team except Fry.
And,
That's literally the text
nobody
that I
believed
wrote.
that shit. Nobody believed that
Who
shit.
else is beating me?
Bro, you would struggle against Nick.
No.
Yeah, body wise, he
No.
he doesn't play deep. You were
No.
talking about defense, right?
No.
You
No.
mean skinny ass Flacco
No.
is going to be able to
Do you
No.
really think I need to go to the
No.
basket against Nick?
No.
Why would I need to?
And
I
no,
don't
no,
trust
and
your
no,
shot
and
enough
no
to win
offense
on
to Nick.
shooting, though.
No offense to Nick, but Nick will bail him out. Nick has the potential to post him up all the way to the rim.
Sure.
And he'll post.
Well, he's gotta make that, though.
He'll
He's gotta make
post
that.
him up to the free throw line and then fade away. We all seen it happen. It's just Nick's not gonna bully him the way he should. So
the thing
Nick-
is
I will
outside
say
of Fry,
Flacco wins.
I don't think there's anyone that could dominate everybody.
Sounds like a Mortal Kombat name. Flacco wins.
Like outside of Fry, I think everybody at any given time could probably beat anyone on the team, honestly. Because you don't. Again, we're talking about streakiness, right? What if you're in a zone? You might be kicking everyone's ass. What if Flacco's in the zone? He might be kicking everyone's ass. You never know. I'm just saying.
Stupid.
I'm just saying. You can't guarantee. There's no way you could guarantee.
Nothing guaranteed. Nothing
Sure.
guaranteed.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
Sure, anybody can get lucky. Anybody can hit a game-winning shot. Anybody can do that.
Couple
shit.
shots in a game.
I mean, seriously, anybody. But consistency is what makes you great.
And again, you have to defend. And one-on-one is just you have to defend. You have to defend. And I'm sorry, not a lot of guys on the team can defend well one-on-one.
Yeah, but also too, I would let most of you guys shoot.
We're going right around you into the bucket.
No, I'm gonna stand there. Wait, I'm gonna let you take your shot. I don't trust your guys' shot.
Joey, but
Smart.
that's only gonna get you so far. We're not gonna miss.
I haven't seen you make 3 shots in a row.
I just
personally.
what was our?
I wasn't there. The fuck?
What was our free throw percentage? What was my free throw percentage today, dude?
No, we're talking about now. I'm not talking about Flacco from 20 years ago.
No, this was yesterday.
This was yesterday.
This was
Okay,
yesterday.
so what was the
Oh,
percentage?
we
Dude,
practice free throws.
We
shoot.
practice. And in the
I would
game,
usually do that.
and in the last 2 games, how many fucking threes did I hit?
Hey, you hit a couple. You hit a couple.
Okay, I
And
wasn't
a
there,
couple
though.
of them were pressure fucking threes, because we were down by like 6.
Do it again next week.
No problem.
Okay. Because then you're talking about consistency, and then I'll be like, okay, maybe Flacco's coming back.
Yeah, he lit up Shaq again yesterday. Shaq.
No,
I did hear about that.
I
I
played
did hear
Eastside
about that.
yesterday more than anything.
Eastside went up.
I did hear.
He's a-
He told me that.
Me
He told
and
me
him
Shaq
were the
would
ones going. We were going back and forth because he hit one, I would hit one. He would hit one, I would hit one.
Yeah.
Eastside's a good player.
Eastside's good in open gym. Real good
Yeah.
player, open gym.
Eastside's always been solid though.
No, he's solid. He's solid. But I think in the league games, I don't know.
Dude,
He's
It's 'cause it's
he's a different
zone.
player.
It's because it's zone.
He's a
Getting
different player.
Getting
It's
hit
hard.
by him, man. That dude, he's like a barreling.
No,
It's
I love his game.
It's
Don't get me
because
wrong.
it's zone. It's hard. I understand his pain because he's good at using his body to get around players. but it's
In a zone, yeah, you
in
get
a zone.
one,
It's hard
and
because you're gonna
there's
get
the
around the one
there's
guy.
two.
You're running into the next guy.
Yeah.
So it's really hard. The game changes when they play zone.
And then realistically, in open gyms, like they're very rarely you're gonna have anybody that can match up with.
Well, me and him match up when we play each other, and we play each other pretty hard.
But even then, like I think he's, well, no, like he really doesn't have an advantage on you. But you're weird. You're just weird. You're tall and agile. Most guys aren't. I'm sorry. At least not at the
I
open.
appreciate it. Sounds like you guys are fucking lying like a motherfucker.
He's like a regular guard. He's like 6'3". The NBA, those are the fastest guys.
Yeah, but that's in the NBA.
I get it. No, I get it.
Open gym is just
hella taller than most.
No, he's talking about you like you're 7'2", and you can still move.
Dude,
You're like
in
Wemby.
a little Mexican rec league, it's pretty much 7'2".
No, man.
Go to one of those professional Filipino leagues.
Hey,
Like
those
a
Filipino leagues are
foot
fucking
tall.
competitive.
But I mean, I'm also almost 40, bro. I can't play like that no more.
Nah,
I have to
not
play in these leagues. But we played. Fuck you guys. Me and Danny played in some really fucking hard leagues before. Like, and we've competed as the smaller people because
the younger ones too.
Remember when we were in that stat league?
No, I didn't play in that.
You didn't play in that one?
No,
dude.
No,
It was the same team, obviously minus Danny, and like the first tip off is like a dunk from like one step in the free throw line from their team and shit.
I heard about that.
And it was huge. It's a huge league, and we still fucking competed as a bunch of freaking Hispanics.
When did you guys even meet? You two.
Man,
Like, was it basketball?
it was basketball.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I met Martin. He was on one of the teams that I was on, and me and Martin both got benched on the same game. So we're sitting to the side, and they're playing, and they're fucking struggling, and then we're talking to each other like, the fuck did they sub us out for? These motherfuckers suck, kind of. He's like, oh, I got 2 other games if you want to go to it. And I think he was playing with you.
I think I remember Flock was just joining the team, and it was just like, okay.
Yeah, and then they just kept me around.
Nice. Yeah, I never knew how you guys met.
Yeah, we just kept me around, and then I never stopped playing.
Yeah.
And we won a lot of championships.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
And then it was like after the team broke up, we just started playing. We hooked up on another team and
Just kept playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everything kind of fell apart when like Frankie left.
People started moving away.
Brian moved away.
Lonnie got more involved with his kids.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it was just like, hey, Flacco, you hooping? Yeah, I'm hooping. Oh, fuck it, let's go hoop.
And now Brian's on his way back.
Well, Brian reached out to me like maybe like the end of last season, like, hey, is there any Sunday leagues that we could join? And I was like, man.
I kind of want to play over there
What's-
where he's at.
What's
I
funny?
wouldn't mind.
What's funny is I remember like Brian at first was like, "Oh yeah, I'm only gonna come every once in a while. Like I can't do this anymore."
Can't keep
And
running
now he's
away.
in like fucking 3 leagues and G's. Like, yeah, I love it. I
It's the
love it.
competitiveness, bro.
I know, but it's just so funny because he swore up and down. He's like, no. He's like, I can't do this anymore.
Well,
And then
this is the thing, like, because I remember the last episode Brian was on, and you guys were talking about, why we're so addicted
Wow,
to
we
it,
have a fan.
why we're so in love with competing, and I think part of it is, at least me, I work at it. Like I actually, because like I have to, like I'm not naturally talented in any way in basketball, so I actually have to work at it. So open gyms are fun, they're cool, but when you're at a game and you have a crowd and you have your teammates, it's like you have a stage. You get to show off what you've worked at, So that's why we do it.
So why do you miss free throws?
I don't miss
I know you work at it.
I don't miss free throws that
I know-
often.
You know what's
I know
funny
you
though?
work at it.
But
Is-
again-
is that's actually kind of like when the way that you set that up is it reminds me of like another one of your passions with the fighting. Like,
Well, but
you
that's,
work
but
hard
that's
and then you go
that's
for
the-
a belt.
But that's the
Like,
other flip side. Like
what it kinda-
for me, martial arts comes easier. Like believe it or not, like that came easier.
Which
I was-
one came first?
Your
Like
mom.
what? Fucking bitch.
Basketball.
I know I
Basketball.
wasn't there as your father growing up, but I just, I'm sorry.
basketball.
Was
But
it basketball?
But when I started doing martial arts, we did so much. We did ground, we did stand up, and it just like the boxing was natural for me. Like I had good hands, so I didn't have to work that much at it, and I kind of still have hands. But yeah, like when I train at that, and then I go spar, that's me showcasing what I've worked on.
Right.
So I think we all need that outlet.
Oh,
like
yeah.
bodybuilders, like you like that's why they like taking their shirt off. They like showing off what you work at.
Yeah.
I think you have to find You have to
just
find
men being men.
Here, check it
No,
out.
I mean even women do it too. Like I'm sorry, but women they go to the gym and they post on their Instagram.
Booty shots.
They
All
the
post
time.
Booty
Well,
shots. all day.
I see it all the
it's not
time.
because they really
we had
want
this conversation too. Like, it's
attention.
okay with it. It's just letting you know, like, hey, this is.
But
what
again,
I'm-
like they don't. Where else are they going to do that?
Yeah.
It's not like they're gonna like. At least we have the game, or I get to compete, where I get to showcase that. Like unless you have something like that, like where else do you
well,
get
and,
to show
and
off?
we talked about that too. Like, if you have a girlfriend who, like, some people get all like, oh no, you shouldn't post that, but it's like that's the audience.
That's her outlet.
That's like what we're
That's
doing.
their
You know what I
outlet,
mean?
yeah.
Like, and I told him, I was like, I agree with that. That's actually a really good point because, like, yeah, we can say, hey, you look good, you look great, you're doing good, but you got to have that audience. You know what I mean? And
well,
I agree
it's
with that.
not so much the audience, but it's their peers. It's
Well,
like for
that's
us,
what I mean.
like
Audience was the wrong
if
word.
if I have a good game, I want my boys to be there. I want
Right.
Flacco there. I want Joey there to see it. Like, damn, Danny had a good game.
yeah.
I think people dedicate themselves to you have to find something you actually like. Right? It's like anything, right? It's almost like back when I was young and like I figured this out quickly. I'm gonna guess Johnny's take a piss. If anybody needs to use the bathroom, there's a bathroom right outside the door. Be careful with that camera, please. I think when you find something you love to do, right? You do it. It's like, again, when I was younger in school, I figured this out about girls really quickly. If a girl keeps giving you an excuse to not hang out with you, and she's like, no, it's not that, she don't want to hang out with you.
Right.
Because if she wanted to hang out, or if they tell you, I'm busy, she's not busy. She just don't want to hang out with you. Because if she wanted to, she'd make time.
Yeah.
Right? So basketball, to me, later on in my life, right now when I was really young, later on, like you said, it was my outlet. It was where I can hang out with the boys. I remember when I had surgery, what did I tell you? I'm like, dude, I miss
miss the
just
camaraderie.
I miss being with the guys.
You showed up just. I mean, remember you were coming. He came to open gym like twice, even though you were.
I wasn't even playing.
Yeah, right.
I miss it. I miss the competitive. I fell in love with the competitiveness of it.
Right.
You know, I fell in love with the intricacies of basketball, like how plays develop, this and this. It's kind of how I got into the whole filming thing. I'm like, dude, I look at films and I find everything about it so fucking interesting.
Perfect example. Your passion of films, your passion of this led you to this podcast.
Right.
And like you get to showcase your skills, your talent through the podcast.
And it doesn't matter, like to me, it doesn't matter how successful this channel is or, how many people watch this shit or whatever. I never did it for that. I do it because I fucking love doing it. It's my time where like I'm not thinking about what's going on in my life. I'm not thinking about my missing uvula or any of that bullshit, or my knee. I'm just playing. You know what I'm saying? I know Joy is waiting. He's just waiting. I can say something about my uvula. He's waiting.
Say it again. Say it 3
It's just
times
funny
real
every time he
fast.
says it.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how I look at it. I'm like, just basketball's always been my escape. Once I started to become
uvula next to his ovaries.
Well, and I think the which I think we said last time too. The brotherhood. I mean, like as much shit as we talk. I mean, I would go to war with you guys
And sisters.
Hey, shut the fuck up. No, but realistically, as much shit as we talk to
John.
each other.
and John.
I mean, it's one of those things where like it feels like family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would have your guys' backs 110%.
So having said
Especially
that,
Danny in the back.
guess how I feel with the guys who I've like shared the ring and the mats with, where we're actually going hard and fucking giving each other bloody noses and everything. So just
Gotta be like 5 times more.
exactly. It becomes
That's like a respect thing, though.
well, it becomes even more than that, just because like there are a couple black belts at the academy I go to that maybe don't see eye to eye with me. But once I became a black belt, it's like all that, regardless of how they felt about me, they know that all that goes out the window.
Yeah.
Because now we're a part of something different. Where it's deeper than family. It really does get deeper than that.
Black belt in what?
Under Fred Durgerberg. So it's a system he came up with. So it's not actually like Taekwondo or it's actually a blend of martial arts. So we actually have a curriculum that involves boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, Kali, judo, a lot of
So
martial arts.
basically what he's saying is, I got money that Danny will kick your ass.
You're always with that.
No, but it's funny though, because I do think like there'll be like a dude that I feel like sometimes they'll look at Danny, like when he starts mouthing off like during the
Fuck.
game.
Yeah.
And they'll look at him like, oh, this guy's not gonna do anything. I'm like,
But you know what it is? You know what it is?
I wouldn't do it.
A lot of times it's the look. It's the look. Like they can look at what I'm saying and they know like, okay, he's not playing.
Yeah.
There's not an inch of backing down in me. Like, you want to do this? Okay.
Like I told him earlier about you and Joe that one time.
Oh,
when you
dude, that's my
and dude, like literally, I had my fist clenched and.
That clip still makes me laugh.
But you know what?
I mean, I almost pissed myself.
I felt
have it
so bad afterwards, bro. Like legit, like, and after that is when I realized, like, I'm too old for this shit, man. Like, I'm really too old.
I wanted to
losing my head.
I wanted to make remixes to that.
I felt so bad, bro. I felt so bad.
Because you know when he hits the thing, and I wanted to make you like. I was gonna be like, doom.
And I love Joe. I love Joe. Joe's my boy. Like, but I felt so bad after that.
To be fair, and Joe, I love you, but he did ask for it though. Joe kept going.
Yeah.
He
Joe,
kept
Joe,
going.
Joe
but you know what?
And I
But
wouldn't feel bad at all.
but even then, man,
I
I mean,
telling him, I was like, dude, stop. And then he said it again, and I was
I
like,
think in the video you can see me. I'm like on the outskirt, and then Danny's walking. I'm like, I'm not even going over there. I'm just,
dude, you could see me.
none of these assholes try to stop me,
Oh,
bro.
no,
It's
well,
just like, bro,
but
no.
Danny's a grown ass man. He can do what he wants.
no,
That's the problem.
I think you're scared to catch one.
No.
Flacco's ass could pick me up and shit.
wasn't-
Like, get over here, bro.
The only reason, no, but I'm gonna say it's the only reason I didn't, because I thought about it too. I was like, oh, he looks like he's in it, but then I'm like, you know what?
Pass me.
He kept fucking pushing it.
You know what?
He
Maybe
kept
that's why I
pushing
didn't do
it.
it because Joe
He
has been
kept
getting on
pushing
my
it.
nerves too at that point.
He was being a dick at that time, and I think everybody was like, yeah, knock him through. It's fine. He'll be all right.
Because I swear I think it was around that time when he was getting on my
I'll
nerves
take whatever.
too.
But you know what? It's one of those things. I think it brought everybody closer.
It did.
At the end.
Except he's not on our team anymore.
But you know what?
He works though too, so it's kind of more of a schedule.
Like I'm a lot closer to him now. I'm a lot closer than him now.
Well,
Here's my thing.
Apparently,
We're
you were gonna punch me in the face a couple weeks ago.
No, that was
It's all right. Do it if you have to.
no, it was he smacked the shit out of my arm.
I heard.
And it wasn't so much that it was him. It was just, you know how it is, bro. If you get hit a certain way, you react like, what the, like, me prendió. And I saw Flacco and I was like, fuck, I can't get mad. It was just one of those. Anybody else, I would have been in their grill like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
I mean, and we're gonna have disagreements. It's gonna happen too. That's the other part
but
of it.
that had nothing to do with Flacco. That was
think
just the fact I
here's
got
the
hit
thing.
hard and I was just like,
I think the thing is,
I can't.
you
I
can't, right? But you don't expect me to hit you maliciously. Like,
No.
I'm not
oh,
that kind
I
of
knew
player.
it wasn't malicious.
Yeah, like
If
it
it
depends
would've-
on who
I
it is.
knew.
Yeah.
If it would have been, for example, if it would have been, what's those two guys that used to go play with us on Thursdays that I didn't
Mike
like
and
if it would have been one of those guys,
Mike and who?
Mike and his
Mike
his
and
friend.
Ronaldo, yeah.
If it's one of those guys,
Roland.
I might react that way because they play bruto.
Yeah.
Right. And I know that's how they play. Right. That's different. Most people know I don't play dirty. Like, yes, I foul hard if I have to, but
Bro,
I'm not.
I
I'm
was
not
so
trying-
shocked when because like he missed the ball, like the
Dude,
balls over
I
here.
gave him a Ric Flair
It
chop.
was like boom. I was like,
You say woo after.
And then he let Shaq know all about it too, right
yeah,
after.
yeah. Shaq paid for it afterwards. Shaq.
No, there's hard and then there's dirty. That's kind of one of the reasons I stopped playing too. I can't remember when we went. That kid was like throwing elbows and it almost caught me in the face twice.
Oh, at one of
Like
Eastside's gyms.
had he done it,
Was it this kid? ¿Cómo se llama? The one that was with
chubbier
Nikki.
one.
With Nikki.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's kind of.
He was fixing to get dropped on his head. Like I was gonna German suplex him right on.
You know
his
what makes it
fucking
worse
head.
is when it's someone who thinks they're good and they're not good at all.
Yeah.
Like that's what. Like I don't care. Like if Eastside, well, I know who Eastside is obviously, but if you got skill like Eastside, I can respect that you foul hard because that's part of the game. Fouling is part of the game, right?
He's actually
Yes.
a really nice guy too.
Yeah, he's
He's a sweetheart.
Did I hit Danny
He
really
really is.
hard? Yes. I'm not doing it maliciously. I don't.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think I've ever hit
Oh, yeah.
anybody like that, like
No.
really, really maliciously like that. Unless you throw something at me and then there's a
Yeah.
receipt.
No,
coming.
I even understand when you suck and you're trying to play like a little bit harder just because you have to.
Yeah,
You know,
and
I
it
get that
happens.
too.
It happens.
You know the difference.
Yeah.
You know
if
the
you're
difference.
throwing elbows at somebody's face, then
Yeah.
golly.
No, I agree.
Like the times I ever get called for like super offensive fouls when I shoulder someone, it's usually because I got the shoulder beforehand. And then I'm like, I'm gonna
Yeah,
tear your
and they catch you.
tear your head off. But,
Boom.
I think that's one of the ones Mina was there, and she was telling me the same thing. She was like, "Man, that dude was hitting you," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know. That's why I hit him back." And he was bigger. He was not taller than me, but he was like more muscular than me. But like, fuck that shit. Bro.
Most
Like,
guys are.
I don't give a shit, bro. Like
All guys are.
I mean,
All guys.
at one point I had my prime. Leave me alone. Shut the fuck up.
Is hitting the weights.
I was.
It's Batman. It's
I
Batman
was.
era.
Yeah, it's never too late.
No,
You can always go back.
I mean, I still have my membership that I'm paying that I don't go, but it's fine.
That's
think
a
everybody
shame.
is.
Give me your
You know.
months.
You want to go to Planet
I'll
Fitness?
go for
They
it.
don't got dumbbells heavy enough for you,
I
bro.
don't care. Go anywhere.
Anyways, let's do something fun. Let's do what we did last time.
Okay.
If you had to have a NBA counterpart, who are you?
I just feel bad for Jonathan because we were talking about basketball.
his is
He's like, why are we
easy.
talking? We were just talking about
Want to
basketball.
weightlifting? You want to talk about weightlifting?
No.
No, you should.
I live.
Well, no, because I already
I
did
lift a
mine
little
before.
bit.
Let's do
Little
something different. Let's do
Go.
something different.
Go ahead.
No,
Go
let's do
ahead.
it different.
Host,
Let's get a
Joey.
Go ahead,
different.
the basketball. I want to hear this, Peja.
Well, that's what I said last time. So I mean, like,
So now that you got time to think about it,
yeah, I still think Peja.
still think you're Peja. Wow.
And then we'll say who you are after. So you think you're Paige?
God, here we
Danny,
go.
who are you?
Gary Payton.
Okay.
Gary Payton.
Okay. Jonathan.
Boban. I don't know.
I love him, dude. He's great. He's great.
You can shoot, bro.
Yeah, there's plenty of people that can shoot.
I would say you could be
Fuck.
like a JJ Redick. JJ Redick wasn't really
No.
great at much of
Wow.
anything but shooting.
Who's
What about like Kyle Korver?
Kyle Korver?
JJ Redick comes to mind when we talk about Caitlin Clark. I hope she doesn't end up being like him.
You know what? I think JJ Redick.
JJ Redick was hot shit coming out of college.
He was.
Him and Morrison.
He was.
They were the
What
next.
about-
They were
oh,
the
God.
next.
Dude, I thought Morrison was
He
going to be good.
was. He was.
Thought he
Yeah,
was
that
gonna be
was
He was from Texas, right?
unfortunate.
The guy from
good.
Texas?
Yeah, then he got
Gonzaga.
drafted.
Gonzaga.
Then he went to Charlotte.
He was with the Lakers.
He was with the Lakers and never played a minute, but he's got 2 rings. He's got 2 championships.
Flacco, who's yours?
Carlos Arroyo.
No, it's Jose Arroyo.
I'll take Carlos Arroyo.
No.
Well, no, he said
Because Carlos
CP3.
Arroyo wasn't a great.
Well, no, he
Carlos
said
Arroyo was a streaky
CP3.
shooter.
He said CP3 earlier.
I think CP3 is my best resemblance now in my career, or my
Right now?
yeah.
Yeah.
I would say now, because Chris Paul is kind of a shell of himself. You know,
And so are you.
I don't
am.
think I ever had the offensive game to be a CP3. I wish I did. That's who I would like to be like.
I would say Jonathan is more of a. I would say Kyle Korver, JJ Redick, because again, I'm just looking at shooters, people that just shoot.
You a Kyle Korver, bro?
But he had a torch.
Bro, I'm really gonna trade Joey for
He had
Jonathan,
a
bro.
fucking
Like,
torch, bro.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
what
now.
size jersey you
I
wearing, man?
literally have not touched the basketball.
it's
like,
okay.
in 2 years.
I'll take it. You see what I'm working with, right?
I mean, you have a lot more strength.
You see what
than
I'm
him.
working with, right?
Strength doesn't
He's getting
translate.
mad. I think he's actually getting mad.
Oh, no, it takes a
I
lot for
guarantee
me.
you could play a zone defense better. Ask me what a zone defense is.
Now, Danny, I would say, and he's gonna get mad at me.
Wow.
It's my thing is just
Pat
his,
Bev.
No. It's just his jump
Damn.
shot.
He's
It's
got-
just-
he plays
Hold
really
on,
good
I got it
defense.
worse. I got something worse. It's a Michael Beasley shot, bro. He shoots like Michael
Okay,
Beasley.
okay,
Oh,
okay.
you're going
Again,
crazy.
you didn't ask who my shot looked
Yeah, no,
like.
his shot-
You asked my game.
He's got the ugliest shot in the world.
I probably do.
It's the
Yeah.
ugliest.
probably
But
do.
if
It's one of
I
these-
still want him to shoot it.
It's one of those.
Like a Larry Bird?
No,
No,
I
he's
don't
like
think
in
it's
the
that
air
ugly. I
and
don't
then
think
like
it's
that-
clutch
it's not
releases.
It's not that high.
It's not that
It's
ugly.
weird.
It's not that
high.
ugly. It's not that ugly.
I will say Joey has a pretty sweet,
Nice.
and you got it.
Release.
You have it too, yeah.
So GP, can I be the glove? Can I be the glove?
A
I can see
little
that.
less offensive. If you started shooting
GP
a little
wasn't
more,
that big of an
GP
offensive
wasn't
player
known for his
either.
offense.
No, but he had some. But he could score.
He could score.
Yeah,
He
but he
scored,
wasn't-
but he
wasn't
wouldn't.
like a
But he wouldn't
15
score.
He was like a 15-point
He
player.
was
But
was
that's why I said-
defense.
That's why I
he
said
was
Pat
defense
Bev,
and
though.
pass.
Pat Bev barely scores.
Wow.
But if you started scoring, you would be. I would give you GP.
I
But
would say
Pat Bev doesn't defend. He's pesky.
I
Right,
think
you're pesky. We just said that. Remember?
I would say
Did Danny not say he's pesky? He
Don't talk
even
to
said
me,
it.
Joey.
Said pesky.
I would
Thank
say
you. Yeah, you can say
Danny
that,
Danny could be like
Kobe.
who was that who was that bench point guard for the Sacramento Kings back
Why
in
I
the
got to
day?
be a bench?
Doug
player?
Christie.
No, not
Who,
Doug Christie.
Bobby Jackson.
Bobby Jackson.
I'll go with Bobby Jackson.
Bobby Jackson. Because Bobby
was-
Jackson.
You know,
He
even
was
though I
fucking
think
good.
Bobby Jackson is more of an offensive player
I
than
didn't want
Gary
to say
Payton.
that. I don't want to say the
kinda
black
was.
guy on the best.
I think no, but I think he's better offensively than Gary Payton.
Yes.
That's
he's,
what, no,
he's
then I
more
would say
consistent from 3.
he's
But-
more of a Gary Payton than
That's what I say. Gary Payton.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see.
Like I really thought about that.
You know what? He's that Alvarado.
Who?
No.
That little dude with the braids. What the fuck's his first name?
The other
Avocado?
Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other Puerto Rican?
The Alvarado
From,
dude.
Orlando.
You know what? I would
New
say
Orleans.
I would
New
say
Orleans.
Red is more of an Alvarado
Okay.
because
yeah,
Red
I
is
can
the
see
type of Red is more of a Pat Bev
that. Okay.
and
Yes.
Alvarado because
Okay.
Red
Yes.
comes in and he gives you energy. He's a bro. He's got one
He's just
gear.
running all over the fucking place. He's just running everywhere.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Joey is. That's tough.
Boban.
Hito Turkaloo.
Boban. Boban. Turkaloo.
Turkaloo wasn't
I
bad.
go Turkaloo.
Turkaloo wasn't bad.
I go Hito.
I like
Orlando.
I'm not mad at Hito.
Yeah,
Turkaloo.
He was funny too, man.
Might
They had
be
some
giving
funny
him a
You
stories.
kind of look like Turkaloo too,
That
man.
might be giving him a bit much.
No,
but
he looks exactly
Hito
like your
Turkaloo at one
brother.
point was an
Trying to
all-star.
Yeah.
I mean, at one point.
Thank you.
He was.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I'm gonna start calling you Hito.
You're welcome.
Hito.
I'll take that.
You're welcome.
I'll take it.
You're welcome.
Trying to think Flacco now.
You look like my left testicle, just like him.
God damn it.
Who's
Flacco.
gonna say Tayshaun Prince?
Oh, me. That's
It's always got to be a weird skinny guy.
Yeah.
We
Giving
said
you
that
too much
last time.
credit.
No, I want to do something different.
Take your time.
I want to know what Jonathan has against Kevin Garnett, though.
Bukowskis.
Kevin Garnett.
Huh?
What you got against Kevin Garnett, man? The big ticket.
I think he's a fucking trash talker. He's a pussy.
But you know what? And I'm a Laker fan.
Yeah.
He won his ring with Boston. So, but I respect his game, man. KG,
All right.
KG was the man.
Oh, is this
I
because
think
you held KG so low in the
think
power forward
KG is the
conversation?
man.
I had Weber.
I mean, he's
over
better
him.
than Weber.
No, he's not.
I think he's
think-
up there.
okay, he's
I
got
think
more
he's up
rings than
there.
Weber.
I think I got who
Is
I'm-
Grant Hill a forward or a small forward?
Grant Hill
forward.
was a
Small forward?
Yeah.
He was good too.
It was just-
Injury fucked him up. Grant Hill.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There were
I think I
so
got my
many
comparison
good
for
power
Flacco.
forwards
There
in the
were.
early
Let him talk
2000s.
before
think
he
I got
forgets
one.
his go.
Yeah. Okay, less athletic only because he was definitely a little more athletic. But what about like a Sean Marion? No? But he did everything. Like he was
I have
he could
this.
shoot,
I
he
have
could
this.
drive.
I have you. I have
he
you.
could pass.
He was a good defender.
Here it
That's
is.
the problem.
Oh, that's true. He wasn't he wasn't an above average defender.
Big
Fuck.
problem.
All right, go ahead.
Flacco's Lamar Odom.
He doesn't rebound.
When he was Khloe Kardashian and all coked up, all cracked out, and Kobe had to go save him.
Yeah, I don't. You're a hard one to judge because I'm trying to think of someone who can
Lamar
pass
Odom.
it. No, Lamar was too much of a
Lamar
rebounder.
Odom. I'll tell you why.
He's
Lamar
got to be.
Odom,
I'll give you someone who's got a decent
versatile,
shot and it can pass. I'm trying to think of
capable.
someone who can do that.
Talk about Lamar Odom had fucking passes out, bro. Lamar
Lamar
Odom
was good.
Lamar could handle
He
the
was
ball.
good.
He
He was
could
good.
pass. He could score. If anything, Lamar had the same problem Flacco did. You wanted just a little bit more out of him.
That's true.
Be the man, Lamar.
That's
be
true.
the Lamar.
That's
be the
true.
man.
All right,
That's
who would you say then?
For me, myself, I
Yeah.
already said. I said CP3.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I think
At thi-
Lamar.
at this
I think you're more
point-
like
at this
Lamar,
point
bro.
in his
Lamar
career.
in his prime. Lamar was good.
Sean Livingston.
He was good.
Oh, but he was a good defender too.
Sean
No, he
Livingston.
wasn't.
Sean Livingston was
Sean
like.
Livingston was a real good defender.
Was he a good defender?
Yeah.
he was.
I saw an interesting
mind
sack.
you, he hurt himself very early in his career, and then he wasn't really
That
the
was
same
a
player anymore.
bad injury.
Yeah.
But I saw a very interesting stat on Livingston. I
I
think
met him
he
once.
had the best
Mid-range. I
mid-range
saw that.
percentage
Who?
in the league. Sean,
Sean
Livingston.
Livingston? Yeah.
Yes. Mid-range from
I have
mid-range.
I have a funny story about him. So a long time ago, when I was in my teens, I worked at Best Buy, and I worked at the only one in downtown or near downtown.
Okay.
So like a lot of famous people would go and buy TVs or whatever. I ran into a lot of Cub players and a couple NBA players. Two Bulls players in particular. Not Bulls players. Was he a Bulls player? Sean Livingston?
No, Sean Livingston was never a Bull.
Okay. So I ran into who was the big guy with the question mark here? Played with like Tyson Chandler.
Eddie Curry?
Marcus Pfizer.
Marcus Pfizer. Holy shit.
When he was playing with the Bulls. And the only reason I'm walking down the aisles, we're
Pfizer was.
white guy,
He was-
bald,
yeah, bald.
big dude. He was like a power forward, center-ish player.
like lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, lighter black dude. So we're closing up, right? And I'm walking down the aisles, and I look to the left down an aisle, and I see a pair of Bulls home shorts. But I walked by really fast. I'm like, wait, those looked
Authentic.
hella too real. And I go back and I see the question mark on his neck, and I'm like, shit, that's Marcus Pfizer, big motherfucker, right? That motherfucker huge.
That's kind of corny though.
What? Did he have his uniform on?
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't a star. He probably thought he could afford it at the time. I don't know.
Come on.
So then I also ran into Sean Livingston was in my store one day, right? And he was with some chick, right? And they were in the home theater section. The chick walked away, and I talked to him. Hey, what's up, man? And you play wherever at the time. I don't remember. And I was like, yeah, that's a pretty girl you got. He goes, you see what a little money can get you? And I'm like, I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Just being honest.
I think we saw Mark Pryor was at my store one time when he was pitching still. A couple Sox players.
Funny
kinda
because
cool.
it's like reminds me of Lou Williams when he used to play with the Lakers.
Bring it closer.
Two girlfriends.
Two girlfriends?
Two official girlfriends.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
As long as you take care of them.
Hey, Lou.
Sweet Lou.
Sweet Lou. Yeah.
Who's winning the championship? NBA. We'll finish this with this topic.
That's tough.
I don't even know who's in it right
I
now.
think it's
Who's
up for
in it?
grabs.
I was just gonna say.
I think
The
it's up for
Lakers-
grabs.
The
The
Lakers,
Lakers ain't
Denver.
winning it.
Did they win? Is today or tomorrow?
Nuggets.
It's tomorrow.
Sleep again.
It's tomorrow?
Tomorrow. If they get by the Nuggets, they got a chance. But
They're not
I don't
getting
think
past the Nuggets.
this is their best chance though. Early in the playoffs, and they're healthy. It's their best chance. Later on, I'm sorry, the next round, third round.
AD's gonna fake an injury like he always does.
You know
He's
who looks
the
impressive to
pressure
me?
gets to-
Who's been like catching my attention a lot? The guy from the kid from the T-Wolves.
Yeah, Edwards.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards. Yeah.
Oh, he's been good.
No, I know. Because I remember he was like the heel in that movie with Adam Sandler. and
Yeah.
all that.
No, but he's arrived. He's arrived.
Bro,
He's arrived. He's arrived.
He's
arrived.
but he is stupidly athletic.
But
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? The scary thing is that he's in Minnesota. Minnesota really doesn't get. I mean, they're the number one team in the West, and you hardly hear about them.
How old is Anthony Edwards right now?
He's pretty.
Oh,
young.
he's
Are
young.
they
He's
number
pretty-
one in the West?
They're number one in the West.
I
I,
didn't
think
even know that.
if they're not one, there were. I think there was like a three-way
Bro,
tied
he's
for
only
one
fucking 22
in the
years
West.
old.
Oh,
yeah,
see?
no, he's a
Holy
baby.
shit. He hasn't
yeah.
even reached his peak
Dude,
athleticism yet.
He's gonna be the next.
Fucking
If he could keep his
damn.
nose clean, he'll be the next.
Dude, I
Leader of the NBA.
Here and there, I'll run into a
Like
T-Wolves
Ja.
game. Oh,
But he
fuck
can't
Ja.
keep his nose clean.
Yeah.
It was gonna
Ja.
be Ja Morant.
Yeah.
The league really wanted Ja to be that guy, but it's not gonna
I
happen.
felt like the league was pushing him until he started.
Now, here's
doing
my
dumb
question.
shit.
No, the league's not going to push you if you keep doing dumb shit.
No, that's what I'm saying, but before that,
it's
he's
the same
right.
reason why it was Mike, it was Kobe, it was Steph, LeBron.
I want to say, see, Kobe's the weird one. 'Cause
Kobe-
I don't think Kobe. Okay, so you said Mike. Mike's understandable, right? Kobe's great, but Kobe's not a transitional player. Because Kobe was just like Mike.
Transcendent.
Transition.
Transitional. I'm like, what the fuck is what is he trying
Transitional
to
would
say?
mean we're changing the game. No,
No.
no. All right, whatever. Jordan, Kobe, same player, right?
But I think to be the face of the league, you have to have the looks. You have to have the game. Those are the two key factors.
Okay, he had the game. I'm not saying. I'm just saying when we're looking at players that changed the style of game.
That's a different
Jordan-
thing. That you don't have to be you don't have to
I also
change the
don't-
game to be
That's
the
what I was
face of
gonna
the
say.
league.
I don't think you need to change anything
No.
because I mean, look at like Kobe's killer instinct. Yeah, he had a lot of
I
similarities.
don't think
to
Kobe
Mike,
changed the
but-
game. I don't think Kobe changed. I think Shaq changed the game more than Kobe did. But I think hands down, Steph has changed the game more than
Who
anybody.
just
yeah.
sighed? Was that you?
Yeah, about the Shaq thing. I mean,
Why?
like if you're gonna go like that, I mean, Yao Ming had really
No.
good. But I'm just saying though, like, you're
Bro,
talking
they
about guys
changed the rules because of Shaq. They
Dude,
changed the fucking
they changed-
rules
There's,
because of
listen, there's no one.
Okay, so
Shaq-
DeAndre Jordan is great too because they have Hack a Jordan. Right?
No, it has nothing to do with that.
it was hack of Shaq
Change
first.
the game?
Dude,
It was hack of
Right, that's
Shaq
what I'm
first.
saying, though.
Dude, let me tell you something. Shaq was a phenomenon of a player.
I still think he's the most
his size.
dominant
His
player
size is
the
what
league
he
has
was
ever
one,
seen.
and you will never see another one like
Yeah,
him.
hands down.
Period.
Hands down.
And for two reasons. One, because Shaq's special. Shaq had everything you wanted in a big guy.
And especially nowadays. Now what are you seeing? You're seeing more Yao Ming and alien motherfuckers. Yeah, they're fucking tall,
Yeah.
but I'm sorry,
And
Shaq
none
would.
of them, and none of those guys. If you want to talk about Giannis and the guy from Philadelphia, whatever.
Shaq is eating those guys alive.
I think.
Shaq-
See, I'm gonna differ. I think Shaq would get killed in today's league because they're because
he can't guard,
The
'cause he
five
can't
is
defend.
the five
Sure.
is athletic.
Yeah,
the
sure.
five is athletic.
That's
now.
fine. But look,
Who's
every
gonna
time-
stop him?
Exactly. Who's gonna stop him?
Who's gonna stop, bro? Do you understand? Like
Do you realize-
teams signed anybody over fucking 7 feet tall just to foul this man, just so we had enough fouls.
Sabonis'
How tall are you?
father.
That's 6 fouls.
All his job was to smack the shit out
Six
of
fouls
Shaq.
right there. 6'12". I got enough.
6'12".
Let me tell you, I could
No,
agree
I'm saying
with
the
you.
fouls. 6, 12.
I could agree with you in the sense of yes, I think Shaq would get scored on more now. I could agree that, but it's a washout because every score that Giannis is going to run by him or hit a little jumper or whatever,
They're trading
Shaq is
shots.
dunking on him.
And,
I
also,
think
like,
Shaq was in the era he was.
are they going to last a 7-game series against Shaq?
Against Shaq,
Any one of those big men.
they're going to fall out.
No, not only that.
No.
Physically. Are they going
Shaq
to be
was
able to
beating up
take
people.
it up
But
physically?
it wasn't, you know what?
way.
You know what Shaq is on. I think Shaq might sometimes is underrated because everybody always.
Oh, yeah, he's
looks at
definitely underrated.
Looks at his power and says that's all he had.
No.
Shaq had moves. Shaq had hook. If you think Paul Gasol's a Hall of Famer, right? Yeah. Paul Gasol had footwork, and he is a Hall of Fame. He's already in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I know, but like, do you think? I don't know. I'm a little. I was a little
will
with
drop
him.
kick you if you say anything bad about Paul Gasol. Paul Gasol is amazing.
Hey,
Paul Gasol had a jump shot. He had footwork. He had hook shots. He had everything you need, except he wasn't as big as like Shaq was.
But he did it without it.
Correct. So now grab Paul Gasol's moves with his hooks and all that, and you have Shaq with the Lakers. Because
Yeah, but
he moved.
Shaq didn't have a shot though. Paul Gasol.
Sure,
could
not a
shoot.
jump shot, but he had everything else. He had the hook. He had the post moves.
You
he
didn't
had
need a
spin
shot.
move.
I mean, he was.
You didn't need a shot.
I'm not saying. Look, he was smooth for a
That's
big
what he was
guy. I
doing.
get
You didn't need a
that.
shot.
He was smooth for a big guy, but I mean, like, he wasn't. I don't
was
see him
big
as-
guy. and power.
That's beyond big, though. That's beyond big.
Right. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
beyond
No-
big.
no one-
Smooth for
no
a
one
big
ever
guy
saw-
is a Pau Gasol.
No, but I'm saying
Smooth
no
for a
one-
big guy.
Yes.
No one ever
Or Kevin
saw.
Garnett.
Yeah.
No one ever saw a guy his size do what he did.
We still
That's
have
why.
it.
We still
have it.
Right. And
That's
that's
the
fine.
closest thing is Zion.
No. They
Yeah,
don't
he
play the
is.
same game.
No, they don't play the. But I mean, size wise, I mean, and
He's not-
again,
he don't got the height.
he
How tall
doesn't.
is-
He,
Yeah, but
he,
he's talking about like a dude
I mean,
that's just
but
like
he doesn't
bigger
have
than
anything.
everybody else.
I think the closest thing we've ever saw to a Shaq in his time was Dwight Howard.
no.
Similar game. All they did was
No,
back to the basket and I'm dunking on you.
If you're thinking of every player after Shaq, I think you're right. I think Dwight Howard was probably
The
when he
closest
was
thing
good.
to him.
When
The
he was
closest,
good.
but not. But not.
No, nowhere near
Before
Shaq.
all the
But he had the same
Eddie Curry.
the Diddy stuff.
You gotta. Wow.
No Diddy.
You gotta put Wilt in that conversation
But
with
that's
Shaq.
back then. Yes.
Yeah,
With
no,
Shaq.
you're going. I'm talking about like after
No, but
Shaq.
I'm just saying, as far as in my view, in the league, it's Wilt and Shaq.
But
Those
I'm
are the
also
two most
I-
dominant big men in the
I
league.
will also say Shaq is killing Wilt. Easy. Easy money.
I can't say that because again, it's different eras, different like. It's you can't. I don't like those comparisons. I just say
also think-
they're there.
I also
You know,
think
they're together.
Shaq can go through the rule changes better because he was big enough to fight. He was big enough to fight through contact
so-
regardless.
so-
even
so-
if they
Wilt
play
was
hard.
big as
But
fuck.
this
and
is my-
strong as fuck.
But he
too,
wasn't.
right?
He wasn't.
This
as,
is my
as heavy as
question
Shaq.
for everybody who has those kind of comparisons. Okay, now take Shaq and put him in Wilt's era, and then put Wilt
He's
and
destroying
put him
everything.
in Shaq's era. No. Coming up in those eras. So now shake Shaq with the skills that Wilt had available to him.
with the
and
skills
take
that Wilt had.
Wilt's body in Shaq's era to learn all the skills, to learn all the moves.
Wilt now would be like fucking Giannis.
Sure.
yeah.
Sure.
little bit
That's why I'm
bigger.
saying you can't really compare them against each other because it's different eras, different.
I mean, really, a
The
lot of
game's
these guys
changed.
you can't really compare because the game evolves and changes all the time.
And then you got to
So,
think about
the
how
only
much
thing that's
their
consistent-
game would change.
The only thing
in
that's
this era.
consistent is that Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all
Oh
time.
yeah.
Okay.
And Joey's mom
I'm
sucks.
glad we agreed on that because I was.
I mean,
biased.
also you got to remember we're Chicago. We're going to be very biased.
there's no. You don't need to be
No.
biased. You don't
Yeah.
need to be biased.
Well, I mean, no, he electrified the game. I mean, he definitely pumped juice into the NWA.
I got into it with Lou on comments. I told you about it. With Lou.
Oh yeah,
Gordon.
yeah. You told me.
And you know, it's like he goes, you old heads always just, you guys don't realize like Jordan, you know, but I'm like, dude, you don't understand. Jordan hasn't played basketball since 2004. I think it was last year with the Wizards or 3, whatever, somewhere in there.
2.
Whatever.
That
Somewhere
ran-
in
that
the
random
early,
ass year.
Somewhere in the early 2000s was when he played with the Wizards. And he is still relevant.
yeah.
Okay? Relevant. It's been 20 years. And Jordan's name is still brought up in every conversation when we talk about greatest basketball player of all time.
It's the performances, man.
How many players have come and gone that are great
But it's that.
between now and then?
It's the performances on the big stage that define greatness. I mean, that's why, like, you know, right now in boxing, and this is, you know, varies by weights, but I mean, a lot of people call Ali the greatest, you know, the greatest boxer to ever do it. I think he was the most entertaining. I think he did the most entertaining on the biggest stages. But like, was he the most dominant? I don't think so.
I think,
but again,
if he would have came up against, like, how good would.
But that's what I mean. You need a stage. You need those finals games. You need those last minute buzzer beaters occur to Paxson.
Yeah.
The
game
comparison.
winners.
I think the boxing was a weird comparison, and I'm gonna tell you why. So I think there's way too much difference in between how boxing was when Muhammad was fighting and how it's almost like saying, as good as Royce Gracie was, he's not fighting in today's game at all.
No, but because, I mean, well, the thing is,
they're drastically different. But Jordan, you can still make the argument because it's not like Jordan was playing with the peach basket. You know what I'm saying?
But you need a rival. You need that vulnerability.
I think a better comparison in boxing would be Floyd or Roy Jones. I think that's a better comparison.
Well, I also think too.
No, because
I guess they're different weights. I get that.
Floyd is in that conversation because of his record, because of how dominant he was. But that's what I mean. Like, Ali's in the conversation not because of his record, not because of his talent, is because of what he did on those stages, on that main stage.
What he means for the world of boxing.
Well, it's what he did, like the things that he overcame to become champion.
Yeah,
it's the controversy. And it's another reason why, like, when you talk about the greatest martial artist or UFC fighter, GSP isn't mentioned. GSP is overlooked. Why? Because GSP never had that rival. He never had that moment on the big stage where he was vulnerable to lose. Like, he lost.
Hughes for a second.
But like, he lost, and that was early in his career before he really got up there. Like, if the Diaz would have fucked him up and they would have had a rematch, you know, but like, he dominated everybody and he retired at the peak of his career. And I think he's up there, but a lot of people don't really see it because he never had that moment, that fight that you can be like, man, where were you when they fought?
No, I think that's a good,
you know,
Mike,
I
get it.
I'm sorry, but like, bro, you remember almost every finals had one of those moments, you know?
Jordan's?
Yeah.
Yeah, they all had like a play that everybody's like, oh yeah, I remember when that. Yeah, you're right.
I think
that's a good
Jordan,
point.
The final shot, the Paxson shot, the Kerr shot, the flu game. It's like those are in your mind.
The freaking up and under on the
and that's why, like, people who have never seen his actual, like, a whole game, they think they know him because they know those moments.
Right.
They've seen those moments. They've never seen an actual Bulls game, but they base their opinion off those highlights.
That's actually a really good point.
I think the problem with the kids and the way they look at basketball now is that, you know, they like, my coworker likes to say, oh, Michael Jordan was good because he played a bunch of plumbers. And I'm like, them plumbers that kick your fucking ass, though.
Yeah.
Like, Karl Malone was not no fucking man. Karl Malone was a man. That was a man's man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Joey's type of man.
I mean, yeah. He gets on horses. Cowboy hat, boy.
Got a truck just like his.
Boy, he'll put you in your spot. Don't play. He'll get you bending over, reaching for your ankles.
The fuck is wrong with? Why are you looking? He's like staring into my eyes when he's saying this too. Like it's something he's thinking about.
Because he's picturing it.
I know. I was like, the fuck.
All right,
dude. I'm not interested in you.
Listen,
Sorry.
Listen. I hate that comment because I'm like, first of all, it's not. Jordan would have dominated in any era, in my opinion. Any era you want right now, he would dominate. Now, you know, the whole argument, how many points would he score? People say he'd score like easy score, average like 40 fucking points.
Easily.
I say yes because he'd make half of them on the free throw line. Because you can't touch nobody now. And Jordan was really great at going to the basket.
Yeah.
That was his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had a pretty good jump shot. He wasn't a great three-point shooter.
You know what he's good at? Winning.
Yes.
Winning.
Agreed.
Winning.
That makes a difference.
And that's the thing. It's just it was winning.
You know, and it's like the whole argument with LeBron. I'm like, LeBron's great. I don't think anybody, if nobody says, if you say LeBron is not great,
he's
I think you're being
stuffer.
Sure.
He's a stat stuffer.
Sure. But we cannot diminish what he's done, right?
He's good. He's good as an overall player, but
I think
just
he's
the
overrated.
softness of him does
I
kill
think
me
he's
a little bit.
overrated just because, like, right now,
I think you guys are smoking crack, but that's just.
I
don't like LeBron.
I don't I don't care much
I
for
said
him.
he's a good overall player.
I think he's a great player, but I think he's very overrated just because like everything's based off his stats. Oh, he scored the most points. Well, yeah, he started playing ball straight out of high school.
Jordan's
and
kind
he
of
went
stat too.
Well, but
No.
again,
Danny just brought up
but
moments.
Jordan-
Can you give me a
Jordan-
LeBron moment?
Jordan put in 4 years
Maybe
at
the 3 against the Bulls.
college.
No, but that's because you're in Chicago. No one else really remembers that shit.
I guess the only one that I can think of is that block
block.
he had on.
Golden State on Iguodala.
You mean the
Yeah.
game that Kyrie won for him?
Yes. that
Yeah,
one.
but that's the thing. He wasn't even.
but
the
That's okay.
Main
No,
fucking
I
reason.
understand. I understand, and I agree with you.
Well,
I think
with Danny's
LeBron-
argument, though, I mean, I could see why. I mean, he doesn't have those. Like, yeah, there's really no moments
That's like
that
the
I'm like.
biggest one that I.
But
can
we
Like
Right.
he's had a couple moments in the playoffs.
But we can't deny his numbers, right?
But again, it's like, well, but why does he have those numbers? Because he came straight out of high school and got drafted to Cleveland,
But
who
then-
had nobody. Who, you know what? Hey, you're fresh out of fucking high school. We're gonna put you in. Drop 30 for us, kid.
Yeah, but you know what? But we do got to give him
But
credit.
he does have the talent to do it.
He
But
had
you
the
also-
size. He had the size. He had the body to do it.
Okay, but the one thing you got to give him credit for, that I give him credit for, is longevity. I mean, to be
But
doing
that's
it
not
at
a
this
fucking.
age
You don't get a
now,
fucking
that's
award
crazy.
for that. Get a fucking cookie
I
for
think
that. Who
that's
gives a
why
fuck?
he's on some. He's on
A
something.
lot of people think he's on some shit.
Oh, he
I
definitely
think
is.
he's
He definitely is.
I think LeBron.
It's an attendance award.
I'm fucking.
Yeah.
I'm biased, right? So I'm a Kobe Bryant fan.
I knew he was kind of gay.
I'm a Kobe Bryant fan.
bi.
I'm a Kobe Bryant fan.
I love Kobe Bryant. For me, it's Jordan, Kobe, because I'm biased. But if you ask me to turn that off, I put
being
LeBron
real.
at 2
In the greatest?
in the greatest category.
No. And that's the thing. It's just like, I think,
You don't put LeBron anywhere near the top?
no.
Wow,
Why?
really?
Why? I mean, it's just stats. It's just stats.
But half of why people are great is because of stats.
no.
I mean, if we just finished saying that if Michael Jordan played today, he would average 40. That's a stat.
But again, Michael Jordan would be. He'd be winning games.
LeBron don't
That's
have
a
that
stat.
killer
He'd
instinct.
be-
though.
A record is a stat.
but I mean, what did I say? Jordan was good at winning.
Correct.
Jordan wasn't good at whatever it took to win.
But
Yeah.
that's to
And
me
that's
why I
entertaining.
think, I agree, but that's why I think he's above LeBron because he had stats and
and
attributes.
another thing here, and this is another key point of why Jordan had those great moments, because Jordan wasn't gonna go and ask, I need AD, I need this guy, I need this guy, I need this guy, I need this guy. Jordan would be on the Pelicans right now,
you know what's-
and take them to the fucking finals.
What's funny?
and make
That's
it
fair.
entertaining.
What's funny is a lot of people like to say that Jordan had the team that he had, right? I'm like, well, let's
He
look at
made
LeBron.
that team.
Let's look who LeBron had. LeBron has had more Hall of Famers or future Hall of Famers than Jordan never had.
I mean, you're always going to be able to compare and be like, oh, this
Jordan
guy, this
had
guy.
2
but,
Hall of Famers and a Hall of Fame coach.
but the bottom line is Jordan.
let's go through
Jordan
LeBron's.
stuck home and made it
How long
work.
are we going to? Okay, let's go through LeBron's. Kyrie, right?
Yep.
AD,
Just look at the Lakers.
Westbrook. No,
Just
Westbrook.
look at
Westbrook. He
his
played with the Lakers.
look at his stink with the
Carmelo
Lakers.
Anthony,
They've brought in players
Dwayne Wade,
left and
Chris
right.
Bosh,
I mean, he's been more.
Ray Allen.
I feel like LeBron gets bailed out more than any other player. I think that's my problem with him. I
But-
feel like
but
he
it-
doesn't.
but
He's
again,
not
like,
that clutch guy in the main
The
moment.
league wanted to make him the face
They succeeded,
of the
but
league.
he held
No,
his
they
part.
didn't.
He
No, they
held
didn't.
his part
No,
of
they
it.
didn't,
You don't
because-
think he was the face of the league.
No, because that's when they made Steph. Because
Oh.
guess what? LeBron wasn't entertaining enough. People hated him more. Like,
It's like
yeah,
he wasn't
he was stuffing the stats, but that really wasn't selling as much as all of a sudden you got
It's
Steph
because
winning
no one
games
wanted
with,
to be like LeBron.
with the dubs.
Nobody wanted to be like LeBron.
Because who wants to be flopping and passing up on game winners?
How do you be like LeBron?
That's
Exactly.
my point. But
And
that's my point.
that's what I mean.
Well, you can't be
And
like
the
you
thing-
can't be
You're
like
you're
Jordan.
flopping and you're passing up game winners.
And I think the number one thing for me that made me really like, all right, fuck this guy.
Why
was
am I
that-
defending
was-
LeBron?
Was when he had a whole decision.
Oh, that was
Jordan would have never.
well, I mean that's
he
that-
would have
that-
never.
That's
That was just
besides
drama. That
we
was
didn't
just-
even bring that
Yeah,
up.
but that
was
even.
show.
But I
that-
mean,
that
we're
bothered
just
me.
talking about on the court. I mean, the league went. Steph Curry's were out because he was a pretty face, and guess what? He's a good guy.
But he also.
He's the good guy. He's got the wife. He's got the
and
kids.
People loved him.
but he's also.
But why? Because entertaining.
Yeah.
He's bringing a team of underdogs.
But he also changed the style of basketball. LeBron did not. LeBron was just a specimen. He's like a Shaq, right? Because Shaq, no one could be like Shaq.
But if LeBron held up his part of being the face of the league, Steph Curry probably doesn't happen.
No, I think Steph Curry happens regardless.
Yeah, it's probably
Steph
not.
Curry was undeniable.
But it's probably not as
point
to
it
that.
is right now.
I think the biggest injustice right now is Steph Curry. Steph Curry's not as ranked higher than what he is. So I think Steph Curry is such a generational player, and he's so good at his size. And for someone who's not athletic,
No, I agree with you.
I mean, he's somewhat athletic. He can dunk. Yes, he can dunk. But he's not athletic like
No,
Kyrie's
you're not going to
athletic.
call him athletic.
Kyrie's athletic. The other one is Luka's another one that's not athletic. Go ahead. We're almost done. You need 2 minutes. Or you got to go. We'll finish right now. Okay. Greatest of all time, Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
All right.
Kobe Bryant.
Okay, Kobe Bryant. I'm cool with that.
Chris Webber.
All right.
Kobe Bryant.
You're smoking weed.
Auguskis.
I feel like he would like Luka because he's like non-athletic like Luka. Anyways,
Dirk.
Arroyo.
don't make fun of him.
Wishes.
You guys had a good time?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Always.
Yeah. You guys definitely got to come back. We got to continue these
That's it.
debates. You got to take a piss. So
We're here for like 2
we'll be here
hours.
for 2 hours already.
We got to have a part 2.
All we did was talk basketball. I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
What else? I wanted to talk about the war, but this motherfucker. Wanted
Well,
to-
he was randomly like, hey, let's talk about the war.
Anyways, we'll save that for
What
next
Iran.
time. Thank you guys for coming down. I appreciate it.
No,
Hanging
thank you.
hanging out with us.
Amazing.
I'll bring you guys back. You guys want to say anything else before you guys go? Plugs, websites.
No, I
Western
mean,
Body
hey,
Shop.
Plug
adopt,
your-
don't shop. Shelters are full. Go get you a dog and a cat, whatever you want. You know I love animals, so that's my shout out.
Shout out to Brian Miller,
That's right. And if you need your car fixed, go to.
Western Body Shop.
There we go. John, you good?
Yeah.
That's going to be our show for tonight. Like, comment, subscribe. Remember, everything we said is in our opinion. And if you don't agree with it, that's too bad.